Hello everyone! Yo folks, and welcome to a true wildcard stream. Been a while since I've played FE Sacred Stones, but hey, what better time than to visit— wait, no, hold on. What better time to visit— there we go. The world of Sacred Stones again, between my gameplay of FFT and XCOM 2, except this time, we're playing FE8 with a heckin' twist. Welcome to this little ROM hack I found on Reddit. I think— I don't know how to pronounce the person's name who created this. Is it Knabepicer? Knabepicer? I don't know. I'm gonna call them Knabepicer. Somebody made Ace Attorney in Fire Emblem. And I am genuinely so impressed. Holy shit. As some of you may know, I am a huge fan of Fire Emblem. I've played almost every Fire Emblem game, some of them on various different challenge difficulties, and I'm a huge fan of Ace Attorney. I've played every Ace Attorney game, like literally all of them. I love this game series so much. The only reason I've never streamed Ace Attorney is that I already finished them all like a good 9 years ago. Which is to say, by the way, the last Ace Attorney game I played was like 9 years ago, because I played Spirit of Justice on launch. I think I haven't really played an Ace Attorney game since then, so it's been a while. It's been a really long time. Let's get into it. Let's hecking play some Fire Emblem Ace Attorney. Somebody wrote this, and I think it's amazing. Okay, speaking of, by the way, for the folks who are following the polls, XCOM 2 has won. I will be playing XCOM 2 next. It's going to be starting this Sunday. I will be doing character redeems, so you can request your name to be on a character in the game, and you can also get killed in real life if your character dies in the game. I'm going to send Dust to assassinate you. I'm kidding. We'll figure out a system of bans and such when we get to that. But if you've been following the polls and you wanted to know the result, there it is. It's XCOM next, folks. But let's get to it. Can people hear the game? The music hasn't started yet, I think. Okay, it doesn't seem to be coming through. Let me make sure. Here. Restart chapter. New game, probably? New game. Let's just... oh. No? Okay, so I can restart chapter. I think, probably. We can hear it? Okay, perfect, good. Let me know if the sound is too quiet or anything. UI blips heard. Okay, good. I don't think there's any music going on at the moment, so it's fine. Okay, just froze. Oh! It's the hecking Sacred Stones intro. I love this so much. Hold on, I clicked away to change the volume. Okay, there we go. Air and back. 17th of July, 8:53 a.m. Benevolia Court, accused chamber. Holy shit, they put the Ace Attorney music in. Wait, this is so good. This is the hecking courtroom. It's been so long. I think what I'm figuring out is that it's also been a really long time since I've played Ace Attorney. Oh geez, I'm doomed, aren't I? Super doomed. More doomed than anyone thought possible. Why did I take this case as my first one? Hello, Miss Lawyer? No, I can't think like that. This is exactly why I became an attorney to begin with. I can't back down now. I have to put aside my doubts and believe in my client because no one else has his back right now. Just like... Miss Lawyer. Oh, Mr. Dit. I didn't see you there.
Yeah, I noticed. Look, if you're having second thoughts about representing me, I get it. Ain't too late to back out, I think. I'll understand. I'll get by.
What? No, this isn't that at all. Maybe I should step back a bit and explain it from the start. My name is... So good. My name is Avatar. I'm a rookie attorney on her first case, a murder. A soldier was killed in the training yard at the castle. His name is Innocent. Yeah, his name is Dit, right? Like Mr. Dit. I feel like it's got to be like either like, I don't know, did it? I mean, he actually did it, guys. I'm seeing the comparisons to Frank Saw It, the witness on the first case. And they think the fellow standing in front of me is the one who killed her. Oh, it's Ben Dit. It is literally FE Avatar, yeah. Her name is Ava, actually. Ava Tur. Bandit, also a soldier in the army.
Hiya.
Why am I taking such a serious case for my first time in court? Well, I had my reasons. Mr. Dit's situation isn't unfamiliar to me. I believe in second chances. I have to, or else I'd be a hypocrite. As for why he chose me of all people to defend him, well, you could say it's because of his background. Mr. Dit has a rather colorful history.
No need to sugarcoat it, ma'am. I was a real loathsome rogue, I was. Sticking up travelers, raiding villages. You name it, I've done it.
Also, this is so freaking cool. The fact that it's a bandit that you defend on your first case. It's a sort of common joke that Fire Emblem always introduces itself with a random bandit fight. Like every first chapter is like 2 bandits who show up and you fight them. This is hilarious. He's literally a first chapter bandit.
Except killing. That's the one thing I ain't never done. Cross my heart.
Right, as you can see, he has quite the past. I'm still not sure how exactly he got conscripted, but I suppose that doesn't matter right now. The point is that no one else wanted to defend a man like him, so I was the only person to offer. Like I said, I believe in second chances.
And I do appreciate it a whole lot, ma'am. I swear on my life that I'd never even think of killing Peggy, of all people. But you're the only one who'd actually believe me.
And I really do believe him. I can't let him lose everything because of past mistakes. That's why I have to give Mr. Dit my very best. He's put his reputation, his life in my hands. So I owe it to him to prove that he's no murderer.
The trial will be beginning shortly, accused. Better head in soon. Or you could save us all a lot of time and confess right now, you filthy brigand.
Oh shit. Mr. Dit,
No need to worry about me, ma'am. I'm more than used to it at this point. Just focus on saving me from the noose, yeah?
Right, of course. Deep breath, Ava. All right, let's head in.
Yes, Village Burner the Bandit. Yeah,
I see you. You're thinking about that. In the Discord, somebody posted that meme. Who was it? I don't know. Someone posted a really good meme in the Discord. Go check it out. In the name of His Majesty. It's freaking Athos as the judge. This is so good. Oh, that's perfect. Oh gosh. He's got more hair than he had as a judge. In the name of His Majesty the King, I call this court to session for the trial of Bandit, who stands accused of murder. Are the prosecution and defense ready? Is that freaking Guinevere's mom? Is that Guinevere's mom? Who is this? Huh, must you even ask, my lord? I, the great Phil de Pain. I'm always ready to give vile criminals what they deserve. I am also ready, my lord. Oh, also, I'm Avatar. Smooth. Oh, so you're the rookie who'll be defending that scum. No need to be nervous. This won't take long, not with a case as open and shut as this one. This prosecutor wastes no time before going for the throat. Well, we'll have to see about that, won't we? Oh, we sure will, rookie. We sure will. All right, that's enough, you two. It's high time we got to opening statements. Of course, my lord. The prosecution intends to show irrefutable evidence and testimony which proves that the accused did commit a most heinous crime, slaying a fellow soldier, and that though he may claim to have turned a new leaf, he remains the same execrable cutthroat that he was before our army graciously accepted him into its ranks. Just look at him, he must be guilty. This trial's a waste of time. He does kind of look like a Chapter 1 brigand, I'm gonna admit. Hey judge, can you... Yeah, it's literally Feel the Pain. So it's also an Ace Attorney trope for all the first chapter prosecutors to be from the Payne family. Characters such as Winston Payne. Like Winston, but it's like Winston. Oh gosh. Order, order. I will remind you though that in our kingdom all are entitled to a fair trial, regardless of their past crimes. Now, the defense's opening statement. Right. The defense intends to show that Mr. Dit did not commit this crime, and that these accusations against him and his character are unfounded. That was good, right? Very well. Now then, Prosecutor Payne. How would you like to proceed? I'd like to begin by calling an expert witness to explain the case details, the knight who has overseen the investigation. That sounds appropriate to me. Go ahead. Of course, my lord. I call Captain Valerie Cree to this witness stand. Okay? What in the... Really, Captain? Again? Must you insist on doing this? It's Cyrene! I haven't the slightest clue what you mean, my lord. Are you serious? He obviously means that you're riding a horse. And so I am. What of it, attorney? What of... this is a court of law. You can't just... Come on, my lord. You know well that Whitney won't make a fuss. You're a good girl, aren't you, Whitney Pooh? Prosecutor. She is an essential witness, my lord. I do beg your understanding. Fine, I'll allow it. But the moment she becomes a distraction, she will have to be removed. Am I clear? Really? If I had known this job would involve handling animals, I should have just become a tanner like Mom wanted. All right, stiff upper lip, Ava. Remember, man's life on the line. Anyways, if we could kindly have your name and occupation, witness. Captain Valerie Cree, at your service. I was in charge of the investigation for this crime. Could you please testify on what the Knights have discovered, Captain? It would be my pleasure. Basics of the case, okay. Let's go. Also, I think the volume's a little bit quiet, isn't it? I'm gonna put the volume up a little bit more. Let me know if anything changes there. Now we cross-examine the horse. That's also hecking normal for an Ace Attorney case. I feel like every second Ace Attorney case. Okay, no, to be fair, we've only ever cross-examined a parrot and a killer whale. So, I mean, that's not too bad, right? Okay. The victim was Peggy Sass-Knight, a Pegasus Knight in the Royal Army. 3 guesses as to what that one's as a pun for. She was killed yesterday morning in the training yard of the castle's barracks. She died from a single large slash to the left of her torso. Okay. Alright, barracks. Slash. Left of torso. The defendant was confirmed to have been there at the time of the murder. We should have cross-examined Taka. Yeah, we never actually did cross-examine Simon Blackwell's bird, right? The horse would be a key witness. The horse shows up and just, I don't know, like parrots something back somehow. I see. A murder in the training yard of our very own army's barracks. How ghastly. Indeed, my lord. The killing of a soldier by her own comrade in arms is utterly despicable. And you agree too, don't you, Whitney? Oh, you're so smart. Anyway, rest assured that the Knights have left no stone unturned in order to ensure that her murderer is brought to justice. I'm glad to hear that, Captain, and let it be known that this court will also punish the perpetrator to the fullest possible extent. Well, things are off to a great start. My lord, I'd like to begin the cross-examination. Going to drag this out then, huh? Typical. Now, prosecutor. Performing a cross-examination is the defense's right. You may begin when ready, Miss Tur. All right, moment of truth. Let me make sure I have everything straight. During a cross-examination, several units will appear, representing the statements that the witness just made. I can check a unit's description for a reminder on that particular statement. Then, I can either press that unit to ask for elaboration, or I can present evidence or profiles that I believe contradict the testimony. I can keep up to 5 pieces of evidence of profiles on hand, and the rest I can access with the court record. Profiles will be silently added there over the course of the trial, so it's worth keeping an eye on it. Okay, that's a lot to go over. Hold on. Why is there a cross and why are we examining it? Well, because it's Zelda 1, clearly. Yo, Elmar, welcome. Okay, so there's gonna be like characters, and I assume each character one statement. Okay, fair enough. It was the description, right? Unit description that tells you the it's literally Ace Attorney and FE. No, yeah, I was so impressed. I was so hecking impressed. Okay, so you go check the description to get like the line, right? And then where's the court record? They just said it. Ugh, I'm gonna have to look this up, aren't I? Finally, I can also analyze to think about my strategy for the testimony. Now, for this testimony, I probably shouldn't be presenting anything. Everything the knight said sounds about right, from what little Dit was able to tell me. He was there that day and did spar with the victim, although he swears she was alive when he left. As such, I'd better focus on gathering information for now. I can start poking holes in the prosecution's case later. Any day now, defense. Right, of course, my lord. My apologies. That's so cool. That's so cool. Look at this. Okay, I'm gonna make a save state here. Because as we all know, we're gonna freaking die. Save game. Here. Did that work? Load game. Yeah, I think it did. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have made a save state before the instructions. That would have been smart. I love the goal is win trial. Oh my gosh, look at my movement. All right, guys, it's time to wreck this shit. Is it in order? I think it's in order, right? Yeah. Can I go interact with the actual prosecution? Usually in court you can't do this. Present. You can present your badge! Oh, nothing happened. It was worth it. It was so worth it. I'm gonna present my badge to literally everyone. Okay. I'll go investigate. I'll go actually investigate here. Press. They did the hold it animation. Is there anything else you can tell us about Mr. Sassenite, Captain? There sure is. We interviewed several associates of the deceased to get an understanding of her. Everyone we talked to agreed that she was a real ray of sunshine, had plenty of friends in the army and otherwise. The accused was apparently one of them. Any enemies, though? Allow me to cut in. We have found no evidence of any personal motive that the accused would have had to kill the victim. Oh, but then... Let me finish, Greenhorn. I said no personal motive. Rest assured, we'll get to that in good time, but it is outside the scope of this witness's testimony. Okay, then. That's definitely not worrying. Well, then, is there anything else of interest about the victim, Captain? Tell you what, we prepared a dossier on the victim from the interviews we took. Take a look for yourself. The court accepts this document into evidence. Okay, I got a Vic dossier. Now then, about the murder itself... And then it continues to the next line. Yeah, that's usually how this works. I forgot how to check the court record. Evidence? There it is! Okay, can I, like, read it? Examine? This is so cool! What in the world? System rules. It's literally Ace Attorney. Victim was outgoing and friendly with many people. No one had a bad word to say about her. In terms of battle, was paranoid about her fragility. Always carried 4 vulneraries and only 1 weapon. Ah, haha. That's some Fire Emblem moves right there. Wait, she's a Pegasus sister. Estranged from her 2 older sisters. Okay. Alright. Who made this game for you specially? I know, right? This is not made for me. This is not made for me. I promise. This is really impressive. I know, I'm genuinely, like, actually extremely impressed. I saw, like, 1 or 2 screenshots from this, and I'm like, I'm hecking playing this. Okay, apparently estranged from her 2 older sisters. Okay, we need to keep in mind a few things, okay? She carries 4 vulneraries and 1 weapon. I feel like that's gonna be valid later or something. Would always avoid the subject. Always wore a bracelet with BD visibly engraved on the centerpiece. Okay, lots of information there. Good to know, though. We can also check the court record, can't we? Oh, wow. Okay, wait, is this like a... Who are these people? I can equip them. Oh, so these are like points of evidence then, I guess? I think these are points of evidence. And the record... Okay, so the record is like... Gotcha. So I think eventually I'm gonna need to like press with one of these, probably. This is so cool. Yeah, now how will we use triangle attack? She's dead! Me in Path of Radiance. I'm kidding, I didn't actually get any of the 3 brothers killed. Let's go. Okay, press. In the training yard, you say? Yes, I did say that. Right, but can you elaborate? Describe the area more? Sure, take a look at this. It's a diagram we produced of the crime scene. They hecking put in diagrams of the crime scene! The victim's body was found here in the top left corner. That's quite isolated from the rest of the yard. I don't believe it would be visible unless you were standing near the far left wall. Exactly, my lord. That's why it took some time for the body to be discovered. Did her mount not make any sort of racket to draw attention? No, witnesses found him standing quietly nearby. He was probably distraught over his rider's death. I know, Whitney, it makes me sad too. That poor thing. Anyway, that should cover it. Only other thing by the body was a slim lance. The quintessential weapon for Pegasus riders, I suppose. Which is true. I see. The court accepts the diagram into evidence. Okay, so we got a yard map. Okay then. That answers the where, but what about the how? Does your dictionary knowledge of 700 plus Fire Emblem characters help or hurt? I mean, none of them are themselves, right? And also, I think the person we're defending here is like a Chapter 1 bandit from some game or the other. Wait, a single slash? No other injuries? Looks like you've picked up on it. Yes, indeed. The victim was one shot. Keep that in mind for later. I have a really bad feeling about this. But is there anything else you can tell us about the wound? So I was told that there are also Fire Emblem mechanics involved in this. Now I'm thinking like maybe the strength score of that, like the guy we're defending, the murder weapon was a slim lance. I think what's gonna happen is like the strength score of the guy we're defending is so high that he's the only one who could have one-shot it, but maybe there's like another character with critical hits. Like that would be cool. Like maybe somebody got a crit and killed him. Because he was one-shot, that's important, right? I think that might be it. I don't know, we'll find out. What kind of weapon? Was it not the slim lance? It was. Okay, so we actually don't know that it was a slim lance. It could have been anything else, but there was one slim lance found near the murder. Yeah, it was the slash, but the only weapon found nearby is a slim lance. That could be a decoy too, who knows? It wasn't a bow. A sword and axe might obviously... Okay, so it was a slash, fair enough. Some type of wind magic. Okay, anything that could slash, even a lance could be used to do it if we wielded it light. Okay, that's good at least. If she said only an axe could have left that wound, I think I would have cried. And have you been able to determine a time of death? Indeed we have. If it pleases the court, I'd like to submit the victim's autopsy report. It includes an estimated time of death, as best the diviner could figure.
The court will accept this into evidence.
Brigands can't use spears. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I think what they're saying is that it could have been an axe and that he used it. But maybe we're gonna find... Oh, I don't know. Wait, can brigands use swords, or it's like a level 1 class, right? In Sacred Stones, because this is a Sacred Stones emulation hack. In Sacred Stones, can brigands only use axes, or can they use swords too? Definitely not lances, though. Now, this next part is real important. You see... Axe only in GBA, thanks. And how exactly were you able to confirm that? Witnesses? Oh, he was certainly seen there, but we have a more infallible method at our disposal.
What exactly are you referring to, Prosecutor Payne?
You see, after the assassination of King... Dadaf Dalad. Come on, that's gotta be a pun. What is it a pun for? I have no clue. The castle has had certain magical security measures installed by the Archsage to keep track of visitors. This system records both who entered an area and at what time they did, and it just so happens that the training yard has one of those systems. So you're saying... We have the list of who visited that morning, yes, and the accused is indeed on there right after the victim herself.
The court will accept this into evidence.
Okay, so we got the yard record and we got the map.
I notice that there aren't many names here. Surely this can't be all from that morning.
This excerpt covers all who were there that morning until the body was discovered by multiple parties simultaneously. I've omitted all the persons who arrived as part of the investigation. Well, I knew that he was in fact there, but this makes it harder to argue that someone else could have done it if I have to also accuse a specific person. Okay, yeah. So I don't think we can... Or we can look at the autopsy report, but I think it's gonna have to be on the next turn.
All right, I believe we have a good sense of the crime now.
If that's all, I and Whitney would like to take our leave, my lord.
You may do so, unless the defense has any further questions regarding this testimony.
I can't think of anything else right now. The defense has nothing further to ask of this witness for the moment. Or her horse.
Very well, you may be dismissed, Captain.
Very good, my lord. I'd like to proceed to the reason behind our accusation of Mr. Ditt. You see, it is impossible for anyone besides Mr. Ditt to have committed this murder. What? But how?
Huh? What's she talking about?
Now we're getting to the good part.
Order. I will have order. Please explain, Prosecutor Payne.
I'd be happy to, my lord. First, I'd like to ask for the simulacra I requested to be summoned now. Court mage, if you could. They're doing a reenactment? Are they hecking doing a reenactment? Is this like Little Thief from Ace Attorney Investigations? But in Fire Emblem? I remember reading about these, but seeing them in person is... Wait, no, I can't get distracted now. These simulacra show the stats of everyone who was in the training yard before the murder was discovered. If you look at Mrs. Sass-Knight's simulacrum, I'd like to draw the court's attention to two particular stats of hers. 16 HP and 4 defense, yeah. You know what it's gonna be? They're gonna say that he's the only one with the strength stat. I'm saying it. They're gonna be like, he did it with his axe, Like maybe some bronze axe or whatever the like original level is in this game. I don't remember the exact I don't remember the exact sets. Is it iron? Which is the weakest set? Oh, slim? Is there a slim axe in GBA 8? GBA Fire Emblem? Like Fire Emblem 8? I don't know. But whatever it is, he's gonna be like, yeah, he's the only one with the strength stat. They're totally gonna do it, and I'm gonna call right now that it's gonna be a crit hit or something. So he has 20 bulk. Oh, she has 20 bulk. No slim axe? Okay, so it's gonna be like an iron axe or something, I guess. I don't know.
Those aren't very high.
Yes, they aren't, are they? It's no wonder she always carried so many vulneraries when the battlefield was as risky to her as it was. And it is that frailty that spelled her end, because as we discussed before, Miss Sassanite was one-shot. And not by a bow, as one might guess, but by a weapon capable of delivering a large slash. And so of the few people who had the opportunity to commit this murder, only Mr. Dit was capable of doing so. He possesses both high enough strength and the ability to wield axes, which would give him the advantage on the lance-wielding Sassanite. Either a steel or devil axe. Okay, so it would have to be steel or devil, huh? Alright. Devil axe, Are there any other weapons? But the accuracy is plus minus 20 in GBA, right? In GBA FE, poison axes are the weakest? Oh, really? Wow, damn. And then iron, huh? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Axes don't have advantage on spears? Wait, yeah, they do. That's correct. Do they not? It's triangle, no? Was GBA FE not triangle? Like, does it not have the weapon triangle? Oh? Yeah, I agree with that. Wait, but that's not the only way to defeat someone in one blow. What if Sassanite was critically hit? Okay, so maybe not, because they're calling it out early. Oh no. Huh, you really believe we didn't think of that, rookie? I did believe you didn't think of it, frick. They're getting me. I'm afraid that is impossible. Sassanite had a luck stat of 15, meaning she was effectively immune to stray critical hits. And before you bring up the possibility of a killer weapon, I was totally thinking Myrmidon. Ah, damn it. I'll cut off that foolishness right here and now. None of the possible suspects for this crime, who could use non-magical weapons, had any weapon ranks greater than D. Therefore, it is impossible. What? No, that can't be. Oh, but it can.
Truly remarkable, prosecutor. Why, if this is true, it would be sufficient for me to rule right here and now.
What? I'd like to ask for your patience, my lord. You've an idea already, but we'll keep it to yourself. Ooh, yeah, don't share. Don't spoil it for me, folks. Confuse the weapon triangle. Actually, there's a simple acronym to remember the weapon triangle in Fire Emblem. Just remember salsa. Swords beat axes, axe beat lance, lance beat swords, swords beat axes. See? Salsa. I came up with that myself, by the way. Thank you. For you see, I have a couple more witnesses to call who will prove this case beyond a shadow of a doubt. There's more. Yo, Mesa. Yeah, even the BGM is literally the freaking Ace Attorney background music.
Very well, Prosecutor Payne.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, who could use non-magical weapons? I was thinking of the Wind Mage, too. I agree. Like, that was my first thought. I went, like, Merrick. but then, I don't know. I feel like they did kind of call that out. Now I'm, like, guessing myself. I don't know.
It is important we leave no stone unturned. For a crime as grave as this one, you may call your witnesses.
Excellent. My first witness is quite important, as he witnessed the very moment of the crime. The prosecution calls Prince Johnric Lord. Generic Lord. Did she just say Prince? How do things keep getting worse? Who's the witness? Who the frick is the witness? Could we please have your name and occupation, Your Highness? Of course, we all know it already, but... It's Ellawood! Hey! Are you calling Ellawood a generic lord? That's kind of true. Shit. No need to explain, Dame Prosecutor. I understand well the importance of procedure. I am Jeanric Lord, a prince of our fair kingdom. And please, no need to treat me with any kind of airs. So long as I am on this stand, I am a witness like any other. I suppose as far as royalty goes, he seems pleasant enough. Although I should know better than to trust appearances when it comes to them. No time to wonder what he's like on the inside, though.
How very admirable, Your Highness. Now I understand that you witnessed the very moment of the crime. Could you please testify about that?
Although it pains me to recall such terrible memories, I understand that I have a duty to fulfill as a witness, and so I shall perform it to the utmost of my ability. The critical moment. Is that foreshadowing? Was it truly a critical blow? I think we're calling, as a chat, we're calling critical blow with a wind tome, right? Alright, that's my current guess. I came that morning to the training yard to okay, to spar with Killing-Gudge. What's the pun? What's the pun? They did say nobody else had non-magical weapons that could do it, right? Like, nobody else had a high enough crit stat who could use non-magical weapons. And rapier is a non-magical weapon. Unless they had, like, a wind rapier or something. Does that count? If somebody in this army, in the training yard, happens to have a wind rapier, I know that's an item, because Erica gets to use it, right? I don't know what it is. What's the pun? Oh, I can't figure it out. Alright, whatever. We'll figure it out. He wasn't there yet when I showed up, so I went to warm up on my own. It was then that I saw Ben and Peggy fighting. I saw him deliver a mighty blow to her left, and she fell to the ground. Kale arrived very soon afterwards, so I didn't pay it much attention. But now I realize that moment, right before he arrived, was when it happened. Oh, it's Killing Edge! Goddamn. You know what? I think he's the murderer, and I think he has a Killing Edge. No, but they did say no non-magical weapons. What was the context of that no non-magical weapon statement? Was it actually nobody who has a non-magical weapon had a high enough... Wait, but Killing Edges are plus 30 crit. Wait. Killing Edges are like plus 30 crit, right? In GBA? That's enough. I think the prosecutor might not have considered the plus 30... It's Sacred Stones that triggers on crit. Oh, no one has the rank to use non-magical weapons that had... Yeah, then maybe not. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, because if you don't have the rank, you can't use the Killing Edge to begin with. Could be him, though.
What a ghastly thing to have witnessed. You have my deepest sympathies.
Indeed. In some ways, I still can't really believe that she's gone. She was a dear, dear friend. The world is lesser for not having her in it.
At any rate, you may begin your cross-examination defense.
Although I do hope you'll bear in mind not to badger the witness while he's grieving. That would be unfortunate.
Right. I don't have a death wish, although things would be much easier if I did, by the looks of it.
Now, prosecutor, no need for such words. I understand that the defense had his duty to perform. And I respect that. Ask whatever you will.
Thanks, Your Highness.
Now I totally feel comfortable about cross-examining a freaking prince. And not only that, but if I can't find a hole in this testimony, this trial is basically over. Gods, could this day get any more stressful? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I'm showing him my badge. Alright, valid. Okay, anyways, let's go to the record. I think we need to give some of the other items, but we can now check things like the yard map, the autopsy, and the yard record. So let's put that in there. I'll keep the victim dossier in there as well, and then let's take a look if we can. Actually, I guess I need to have it in my inventory to take a look. Okay, fair enough. Evidence, yard map, examine? Okay. So she was in the top corner, alright. And we heard that everybody else is D rank, alright, fair enough. Evidence, autopsy, examine. Okay. Single large slash to the left of the upper body, no other injuries, 9 and 10 a.m., July 16th. Okay, alright, fair enough. Assassin class silencer is in play if a crit is on the table. They only have D rank swords baseline. Oh, really? Wait, really? Assassin class? Assassin's a promoted class. Their baseline is only D rank? Autopsy, yard record. Frick. Examine, there we go. Okay, so there are a few other people at least. Was the victim, the accused. Oh, Hilda Payne herself. I mean, you can have the prosecutor be the actual criminal. It's happened before. Hey Hilda, do you wield wind magic? Jean-Ric Lord. Okay, Killing Edge. Soldier. What's this? Druid? Druid. Okay, and then trainee. So this is a soldier, druid, trainee. Alright, interesting. Interesting, fair enough. Yeah, really good game design. The controls are intuitive. I actually just figured it out as I was going through. Like, they gave me a quick rundown of everything, but honestly, I think it's just, I could figure it out. Genuinely good game design. I'm very, very impressed. Now that I've calmed down a bit, there actually seems to be a glaring issue in His Highness's version of events. I think there's actually a couple things I can use to point it out, but either should work. Here's hoping I can start to turn the trial around with this. Okay, so there is something I'm supposed to be figuring out a contradiction to in what Eloit has currently said. Yard map, autopsy. The location of the body, right? It's gotta be the location of the body. Because, like, he said he was training... I guess you could see... never mind. Was he by the training dubbies? Where was he? I think it's location of the body, but I'm gonna go check, because I don't remember what he said. Press. Can I press him? I already know he was actually there. The magical barrier data shows it. So I'd better ask about something else. Do you often train with Mr. Lingudge? No, never before. It was actually Kale who challenged me to a bout out of the blue. I understand it's something of a habit of his when he comes across other swordsmen whose styles interest him. In any case, I prefer to vary who I train with as opposed to sticking with one partner. It helps me stay accustomed to a variety of fighting styles, and I enjoy the opportunity to catch up with everyone. I've even gone a round or two with the accused, if you were wondering. Oh, no, I wasn't really... He's a rather brutal fighter. That axe of his is absolutely devastating to face. Of course, I understand the background that he comes from, but... I better change the subject quick before Mr. Tit's reputation drops even further. Right, so what did you actually do when you got there? Okay. Interesting. So he didn't say the location yet. Also, I'd better make a quick save again. Save game. What do you know? Yeah, there isn't an assassin, but I assume that as an assassin class, maybe they could have entered in some way around the wards. I feel like that would be allowed for a Fire Emblem game, but not allowed in an Ace Attorney game. So, I guess it is sometimes allowed. Sometimes we do end up with situations like that. It could be. Could be. Okay, press. Warm up? You know, stretch, do some basic exercises to get the blood flowing, take a few practice swings. See, if you look at the diagram... Okay. So it's not the location. Because I think he seems to be saying exactly where he was. There were some dummies I was practicing on right there. And that's why His Highness was able to see what he did. I suppose that makes sense. Okay, does make sense. That's unfortunate. Did there seem to be anything unusual about their fight? I can't say I noticed anything odd, no. So it looked like a regular training bout then, not a real fight to the death? Well, I suppose so. Aha! Objection! Wait, whose objection was that? Was that the Mia Fey objection? I'm trying to figure out. It didn't sound right. No, I know the Mia Fey objection. Whose objection was that? Francisca? I don't know Francisca's objection, I think. Wait, no, actually, hold on. Maybe it was Mia Fey. Because I think I've heard... I don't know, we'll find out. The witness was a reasonable distance away. Too far to be able to tell details. And even... And even if it did appear to be a regular training bout, that's hardly evidence that Mr. Dit wasn't planning murder. But by the same logic, you can't prove this wasn't merely an accident either then. Oh, is that really the argument you wish to make? Then why didn't Mr. Dit try and get help, or notify anyone? Isn't that what a normal person would do in that kind of situation? I'd like to retract that statement. Huh, I thought so. Damn, that was a mistake. But probably for the best I stopped here. Mr. Dit insisted to me that the victim was alive when he left. I should focus on trying to prove that before resorting to arguments like this. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I think he's right about where he saw the victim then. This is important, Your Highness. Are you absolutely sure of what you saw? Completely, Mr. Tur. Oh, Mr. Whoops. I even remember thinking at the time that it seemed like a nasty blow, and that it was no wonder she got knocked down by it. Oh, this is bad. This is really, really bad. Okay. All seems fine so far. Maybe, but the slash was on the left side, upper body, right? Anything else? Autopsy report? Maybe the time? Maybe the time? I'm gonna have to check the time. It's always the autopsy report, isn't it? This is the part that I don't understand. You just saw her die in front of you? But you didn't pay it much attention? That's true, but I thought... Yeah, I thought that he just thought it was like normal training, and then he left, and then he realized she was dead. I think that's fine. You have to understand, Miss Tur. that Peggy was something of a delicate sort. This often happened to her during sparring, so it didn't seem out of the ordinary to me. She'd get knocked down badly and then get back up and chug one of those vulneraries she was always carrying around. How was I to know that this time would be different?
It still just seems a little far-fetched to me. When you put it that way, I'm inclined to agree.
I have several witnesses who can back up His Highness on this point, my lord. It really does seem like this happened fairly often to the victim.
Seriously? Why was this girl even on the battlefield?
Arika demands that we bench all Pegasus Knights. You heard it here, folk. You heard it here first.
Well, if you have that much to back it up, I suppose we have no choice but to accept it as fact, then. Witness, please continue your testimony.
Okay. Autopsy report? But let's press the last one just in case.
But you can't actually be sure of that, can you? Because you didn't see what happened next, by your own account. Maybe she survived that blow.
True, but what are the odds that happened by coincidence, when she died in the exact same way? You took the words right out of my mouth, Your Highness.
I really doubt I'll be able to convince them it was just happenstance, without anything to back me up.
Okay. We have access to all the stats, right? Does that help us right now? Oh, can I No, I can't even view the stats of the 3 in the back, or the 4 people in the back, huh? Can I view the stats of these guys at least? No? I don't actually think so. Evidence? No. Probably not. Analyze? Oh, this is a different thing. Hold on.
Okay, deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. Now that I've calmed down a bit, there actually seems to be a glaring issue in His Highness's version of events. I think there's actually a couple things I can use to point it out. Okay, this is the one I saw before, but either should work. Here's hoping I can start to turn the trial around with this. Yeah. That means I'm gonna have to check the evidence. All right, let's take a look at what we currently have. Autopsy report said what? Time of death between 9 and 10 a.m., right? Okay, and then when was the times of all the people who came in? Was it the yard record, right? Examine. Okay, 8:12. Between 9 and 10. All right, he was there at the time. And so was killing... Oh, wait, no, hey, wait. That is a contradiction, isn't it? Because he said he witnessed the blow, he was waiting there, and then Killing Edge showed up. Killing Edge showed up before 9, and she died after 9. I think that's incorrect. So either of the two things we could... Okay, it's probably either this, or... The... How do I... Wait, which of the statements was about Killing Edge? Was it this one? I forgot. You do have to present the right statement. Hold on. Part I don't understand. Sar died. Didn't pay much attention. Okay, yeah. Something else is going... Not too fond that one of the suspects shares a part of their name with... Oh no! Okay, totally different. Okay, so was the other one then. Several witnesses. Okay, cool. I was this girl on the battlefield. Valid. Okay, I'm going back to this one. I think that was the right one then. Which of these was the one about Killing Edge? Coming in. Seemed like a nasty blow. Okay, that was that one. Press, maybe? Oh, wait, can't I check the description? Was that it? How do I check the unit description? That was something they said in the beginning. Here? What? Heck. Oh no. I am unsure of how to check unit description because I have a key mapping that works weirdly. No? I'm gonna press a bunch of buttons and see what works. Okay, Frick, hold on. Select button? Yeah, I don't remember what I mapped to the select button is the problem. Well, Frick, okay, wait, hold on. Give me a second, I'm gonna look up my emulator. This is not a game design thing. This is my bad. I don't remember what button I mapped to the select button. Give me a moment. Here we go. Emulator, keys, options, joypad, configure, I don't know, default joypad? 4? Okay, configure 4. Okay, up, down, left, right, FD, S, left shift, S. F and left shift, what the frick? Button L, okay, S. R is left shift, okay. Select is page up and start is page down, okay. It was page up and page down, surprisingly. Nope, that's the map. And page up doesn't do anything. Frick. Okay, alright. Let's try the left shift then. No? Unfortunate.
Try the right shift. Ah! Oh, we got it! Okay, hey. Okay, apparently it was right shift instead of left shift. Weapon description? No, unit description? Ah. Okay, back again. Gonna try a few buttons here. How do you get to unit description? How do you get the unit description on this game? Was it select and start from here? No. Surprised you don't just map and use a controller. That's valid. Select on unit menu. Okay. This is gonna end up being a Fire Emblem stream, isn't it? Heck. Where's the unit screen? Can you even... unit. Okay. No, it doesn't seem to... There's... apparently there is no unit screen. The units on the map are different. Okay. But... Status, options, suspend. Options? Okay, it's just normal options. Status... Alright, I feel like... So we don't technically need that, I think, because we can just press them and hear the rest of the pressing. But it feels strange. Alright, I'll keep going for now, and then if we need it later, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. Anything unusual? Can't say I noticed anything odd. Okay, I do need to actually figure it out then, because I need to figure out which of these was the statement that referenced Killing Edge coming in. And we actually don't know. Oh no, okay. Frick. Focus on trying to... Yeah, okay, we're not gonna know until I can figure out how to access the unit description. Which I believe is supposed to be... in one of these somewhere. Present... Or I can just try it, honestly. I can just try it on multiple statements, because I know what the evidence is. I just need to figure out what the right statement is. And I can't check the statement at the moment. There's gotta be an easy way. There's gotta be an easy way. It was in the unit description, they said that. How? Maybe not. Statement 4. Isn't there like a thing you usually press? What do you usually press to be able to see more details on weapons in the screen usually? Okay, I've tried select and start. Were there any other buttons? Joypad, configure 4. Page up, page down. Emptiness. Okay, I have tried every button. So I am unsure. Let's also look at this, and then I'm gonna take a look at like... it doesn't really say. Here. It doesn't really say. Okay, I guess I'm not sure how to check the actual statement. She did say it at the beginning, though. Unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna present then to like... Oh, wait, maybe I can use the chord record? Can I wait? Doesn't change anything. Okay, fair enough. I wish I could check the original statement. How? Do I go from the other side or something? I don't know. That doesn't usually change anything in Fire Emblem, so I wouldn't expect it to change anything here. Which of these statements did he talk about Killing Edge coming back? Heck. I don't remember. I'll present my badge and see what he says. I killed him! No, wait. That's so good. This is gonna get me a penalty. If you present the wrong evidence during an objection in Ace Attorney, you get like you get like a little penalty thing. So it's gonna do that. Huh, I found it! A contradiction in the testimony. Really? Where? It's right here? Now, where did I put it? It was here just a minute ago. I see. Perhaps this penalty will aid you in your search and ensure you pay better attention to where your things are. Whoops. Hey, I took some damage. That's really cool. Okay, alright, but I am going back. Load game. I had to know what would happen. Load game, here. Right. Okay, let's go. So this guy. And then... I guess I'll just... since I don't know which case, which like statement of these was the one where he talked about Kale, I'm gonna go ahead and just present it, and then we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure either the autopsy report or the yard record would work, but I don't know which statement is correct. Huh, I found it! A contradiction in the testimony!
Really? Where? It's right here. Okay, that's like the failing. Now where did I put it? Perhaps this penalty will aid you in your search. No, it won't. Load game. Okay. What? I feel like that has to be it. I feel like that has to be it. Percent. Yard record. Okay. Apparently not. Either I've got the wrong contradiction or I've not got the right statement either. I don't remember when he said that. Ah. Okay, you know what we could do? I could go back to the save before this one and then just listen to Ellawood. And then we could figure out, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to figure out how we are supposed to view statements. There's definitely a way to do it. She said at the beginning. What if I just go back to the start of the game real quick and then make a save right before the instructions? That would be a good idea, right? Okay, hold on. So we've got this. Here. Close. File. Open. Cheesing the game. Okay, it went back here. That's fine. Can I just reset or something? How... I don't want to load state. Exit? No, that just kills everything. Bruh. Bring it back. Don't you hate it when your attorney turns back time? True. Hey, it's okay. This is a Fire Emblem game. And as we all know, Milla's turn wheel is real. I think maybe reset? Yeah, there we go. This'll do it. Okay. And then spacebar for speed? Was it? Okay. Resume chapter, restart chapter. I'm gonna click restart. And then suspended data will be lost. And that's fine. Okay, start. Whee! Okay, just speeding through it. Yeah. There is a space button, I think, that does something. Hold on. Game Boy, joypad, configure, 4. Okay, speed is X. Can't think of it. Whee! Yeah! Okay, he did lots of stuff. The bad guy, kinda, not really though. Okay, cool, doing things. Trial, nice, cool, very cool, nice. Even more things. Prosecution is doing stuff. All right, cool. Defense statement. Okay, cool. Case details. Call up the knight. Knight says stuff. Knight has horse. Okay, I think this is where we're kind of getting to the part. So I'm gonna do save game real quick, and then save here. Yeah. Okay. And then... Okay, basics of the case. Okay, is this it? I think this is it. Save. Here. Okay. And then... Yeah, okay. During a cross-examination, several units will appear, representing the statements the witness just made. Okay, yep. Unit's description for a reminder on that particular statement. Yeah, okay, so that's the thing we need to figure out, but unfortunately I don't know how to do that. How do you check the unit's description? How do you check the unit's description in Fire Emblem 8? Does anyone know what keys you must press? I have too many keys mapped to my keyboard, and I don't know which one corresponds to checking unit description. You can press the unit or ask for elaboration, or you can present... Okay, yeah, this is fine so far. 5 on hand. Okay, so let's go back then. I'm gonna load to Ellawood's statement. And we need to check... But how? Unit description. So, is this? Items, support level. None of these seem right. Was there another place to get a unit description in this game? Did I just never use unit descriptions in my entire playthrough of Sacred Stones? It's very possible. Oh, you can't see the game. Oh, that's a problem. Whoops, I have been playing. Okay, here we go. There. Okay, it's back. Yeah, huh. How we do? I'm gonna look it up. Unit description, FE8. Unit
description FE8. I like how you guys are playing a freaking game of Emperor's New Game over here in the corner. No, it's only been for like the last 2 or 3 minutes, I think. Because when I restarted the thing and tried to reload to the game, I think that probably stopped it from showing up. That makes sense to me. Okay, unit description, FE8. I don't know, what button do I press? These are like, these are like unit crafting guides. I don't need this. What units should I use? Someone just says Seth. All right, guys, Seth did the murder. I figured it out. How do you access the unit description? Okay, X or select or something. All right, we'll try those. We'll try all those. Well, I mean, this is like a Game Boy Advance. There aren't really that many buttons, to be honest. It's got to be some combination of buttons. Okay, this one brings you out. This one also brings you out. This one seems to not do anything, so I'll press it on all the things. Okay, we can view all the statements like this. If we had access to the way... Ah! I found it! I hecking found it! Okay, now we know what it is. It's, left shift, twice in a row. Valid. We did it! Okay, alright. Saw him deliver a mighty blow to the left and she fell to the ground. Okay. Kale arrived very soon afterwards, so I didn't pay much attention. Yeah, so it's that one. It's statement 5. There we go. There we go. Present. Yard record. Go. Come on, that's gotta be it. What? No? Oh, come on. That's such a freaking contradiction. Lies. Okay. Load game. Here. If that isn't it, then I don't know what is. Okay, wait. Oh, maybe you do have to press someone? To be fair, I did reload it before I pressed them. But let's press statement 5 again and see what he says. Okay, you just saw her die in front of you and you didn't pay it much attention. You have to understand that Peggy was something of a delicate sort. Yeah, this is normal. Didn't seem out of the ordinary to me. How was I to know that this time would be different? Valid. Several witnesses. Does seem like this happened fairly often. Why was this girl even on the battlefield? Okay, accepted as fact. Seems unrelated. Saw him deliver a mighty blow to her left, and she fell to the ground. Okay. But then Kale arrived soon afterwards. Is this not a contradiction? What am I doing wrong here? This is so totally a contradiction. Look, hold on. See, like, you can check if the evidence... yard record, examine. So it says visitors to the training yard, and Kale arrives before 9 p.m. 9 a.m. And then if you... Oh, maybe I should just try the autopsy report. That's true. Okay, I'll just try the autopsy report. But if you check it again, right, the autopsy report says that she died between 9 and 10 a.m., which is after Kale arrived. I think that's the contradiction. It's gotta be it. Autopsy. Okay, maybe that isn't it. What? Okay, what else is possibly the issue? Let's go, let's check the analyze and see if we can get any hints. Seems to be a glaring issue, yeah. A couple things I can use to point it out, but either should work. Huh. And I was so sure of it. Alright, what is it then? What the hell? Deliver a mighty blow to her run and fell to the ground. It was then that I saw them fighting, okay? Wasn't there yet when I showed up, so I went to warm up on my own. Wait, that's also a contradiction, isn't it? Ooh, maybe that's the one we're actually supposed to be following up on. Hold on. Here we go. That's also a contradiction, isn't it? Yeah, see? See, he wasn't there yet when... that's a contradiction. That's actually even more of a contradiction, but I think I found another contradiction, though. Wait, no, what did I do? Huh? That's hilarious. That's it! I found the solution to my problem! Yes, I'll just make both soup and stew for dinner. It's foolproof. What? Sorry, what were we talking about again? I believe we were discussing the penalty you are about to receive for failing to ponder culinary quandaries on your own time. Well, that was embarrassing.
Hilarious. Okay, I'm going back. Hold on. Load. Yes. It's gotta be option 2. Percent. Yard record. Yes, this is a Fire Emblem fan game. It's specifically somebody put Ace Attorney into Fire Emblem and wrote like a whole Fire Emblem themed Ace Attorney case where the mechanics and such are from Fire Emblem, the world and situation, the characters are from Fire Emblem, except the mechanics are from Ace Attorney. Still not it? What the hell? Bruh, what am I missing? Ah! Okay, load. Maybe it's just that I need to press every statement or something. I mean, sometimes you're not able to progress until you do, but I doubt that. Are you presenting the right evidence? Yeah, right? Present yard record. Because he said he didn't show up. Evidence. Yard record. Examine. Right? So, like, both Peggy and Ben were there first. Right? And then if you just like check his statement. Whoop. Yeah, he wasn't there yet when I showed up, so I went to warm up on my own. Oh, is that Kale? Oh, he's talking about Kale, isn't he? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, okay, he's fine. I was incorrect about that. I still think this is the contradiction. I still think statement 5 is the contradiction then. Yeah, this is talking about Kale. It doesn't make sense. Very soon afterwards, so I didn't pay it much attention. I still maintain that the autopsy report contradicts this. Yeah, it could be outdated. I know, right? That's why I was so sure. I already tried presenting the autopsy report on statement 5, though, and that wasn't it. Maybe I need to present the autopsy report here? I don't know. I'll try it. Always worth a try. Nope. Doesn't seem like it. Why? What am I missing? Ah! This is gonna be one of those things that, like, it's gonna be something super simple. Okay, we've already pressed everyone. Let's take another look at the statements then. Came that morning to the training yard to spar with Kale. Okay. Alright. Here. He wasn't there yet when I showed up, so I went to warm up on his own. Okay, alright. It was then that I saw them fighting. Yep. Saw him deliver a mighty blow to her left, and she fell to the ground. Okay. Kale arrived soon afterwards, so I didn't pay it much attention. Okay. But now I realize that moment right before he arrived was when it happened. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to present it on, like, statement 6? I guess I haven't done that yet. Let's go try it. Oh, what? Oh, come on! Okay, so I had the right contradiction all along, but what they wanted us to do was present either the yard record or autopsy report to statement 6, and not statements 3, 4, 5, and 2, which I tried in that order. God damn it. Okay, fine, I get it. Alright, I get it. It makes sense, damn it. Right before Kale Linkage arrived is when she... Kale Linkage. I'm just gonna call him Kale, okay? Right before Kale arrived is when she died, you say, Your Highness? I'm afraid there's quite a big problem with that, my prince. I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying, Mister. Yes, what are you prattling on about now, Defense? To put it simply, it is completely impossible for events to have happened in that way. What? Explain yourself, Defense. Oh, hold on, sorry, something stopped. Why? Okay, never mind, we're good. Also, extra crispy streams, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Explain yourself, Defense. It's quite straightforward, my lord. First, take a look at the autopsy report and note the time of death. Between 9 and 10 a.m. So what? Bear with me a moment. Now look at the time of arrival for Mr. Linkage listed on the barrier data. Huh? Well, it's 8:53. Wait. You see? Mr. Linkage clearly arrived several minutes before the earliest possible moment of death. A clear contradiction. Objection. Updated autopsy report. Well, perhaps the witness was simply misremembering. It must be a difficult thing to recall. The witness was very clear about the order of events. He saw Miss Sassenite get hit, and then was distracted by Mr. Linkage's arrival. So he didn't see any more.
fascinating defense, but what exactly does this mean?
I'll tell you exactly what it means, my lord. It means that whatever Prince Lord saw, it could not have been the moment of the crime.
Wait, so he didn't do it? No way, that attorney must be pulling tricks.
Yes, I am.
Order, I say.
My lord, don't be fooled. There must be another explanation.
Oh, and what would that be?
It's not too gauche of me to enjoy her squirming, is it?
Right, well, in the absence of another explanation, I think I'll have to accept the defense's claim. The prince did not witness the murder. What say you, your highness?
Well, the defense's logic makes sense to me. In a strange way, it's actually something of a relief that I didn't personally see the crime. Thank you for revealing this to me, Mr. No, Dame Attorney.
Oh, you're welcome, your highness. Did I just get knighted? Or was that just like a casual term of respect? Why didn't my apprenticeship include anything for this kind of situation? I guess I have to act like this is totally normal. Yes, happens every day, no biggie.
I suppose that's an understandable reaction to have, your highness. Prosecutor Payne, have you anything further for this witness? And the defense?
Let's see. Was there anything unusual you saw after Mr. Lingaj arrived, your highness?
No, I can't say so. Let's see, I had my duel with Mr. Lingage, during which I was aware of nothing else. I defeated him, and ended up hitting him a little too hard. So I asked Miss Payne to take a look at his injuries. And then I left the training yard. No, I can't recall anything else that could be relevant to the murder.
Yeah, you did hear that right. We saw from the input report that Miss Payne was there too. Wait, did I hear that right?
That sounds like a reasonable conclusion to me. If that'll be all, I think we can dismiss the witness. I wouldn't want to keep you from any important matters, your highness.
I appreciate the consideration, but I think I might just stick around a while longer. There we go. This trial has proven to be quite interesting.
As you wish. Now, prosecutor.
Yes, my lord?
I am frankly stunned at this oversight. I expect better.
My deepest apologies, my lord. Rest assured, though, that this is but a minor setback. My next witness will clear up all doubts.
I hope so, for your own sake. You may call them.
Quite a colorful pair of witnesses we've had so far. I wonder who'll be next.
The prosecution calls Hilda Payne to the stand.
Now, witness. Wow, sis. So this is where you work? Really snazzy. I love it.
Witness, we discussed this. Please, maintain the decorum of the court. Is this the Maya theme? Is this the Turnabout Sisters theme? This is so cute. Hey, it's Amelia. Did you know that Amelia was related to Prince Zephiel? Little did you know. This is so cute. Oh my gosh.
Aw, come on. Would it kill you to loosen up a little? What's with calling me witness anyway? I know you're kind of a scatterbrain, sis, but you couldn't have forgotten my name, right?
Hilda, for the love of...
See, there we go.
I think now would be a good time for me to step in.
Are you sure, my lord? I could watch this all day.
Miss Payne, we are here today because of a very serious crime. A woman is dead. A man's life hangs in the balance. Do you understand the gravity of the situation?
Well, yeah, but...
No buts, Miss Payne. Can we expect your full cooperation or not?
Yes, my lord. I'm sorry.
Right, thanks, my lord.
Now, witness.
If we could have your name and occupation for the record.
Hilda Payne. I'm an army curate.
Also healed the pain.
And she's a curate. Let's go.
Thank you. Now, it is my understanding that yesterday you saw the defendant doing something quite suspicious in the training yard, correct?
I sure did.
Could you please testify about that?
All right, time to get my head back in the game. Let's see what exactly I'm up against this time.
Once a thief, always a thief. Oh, they're heckin' typecasting him. Stereotypes? In my Fire Emblem?
I was trading at the mage station when I saw the accused leaving. I noticed that he had a bracelet on, but not just any bracelet. It was the bracelet that Peggy was always wearing. I'm sure of it. But then John came to ask me help Kale, and I forgot about the bracelet.
My goodness! Witness, are you saying that the accused stole the witness's jewelry?
Oh, hold on, the victim's jewelry, there we go.
Well, how else do you explain what I saw?
Now do you see, my lord? This explains the accused's motive perfectly. He killed her to rob her corpse. And for your information, no bracelet or other jewelry was found on the victim's body. Are you really saying this was a murder for simple monetary gain? Is that so odd? The accused is no stranger to that sort of thing, after all.
I knew Mr. Ditt's past was going to rear its ugly head at some point.
But wait, this still doesn't actually prove anything. For all we know, he pickpocketed her while she was still alive and left her unscathed. And then what? She happened to get killed by a completely unrelated third party right afterwards? Do you genuinely expect this court to buy that, rookie?
I'm afraid I have to agree with the prosecution. In the absence of supporting evidence, that seems quite far-fetched.
Consider this, child soldiers are funny. True. Level 20 Amelia on first promotion is as good as level 20 unpromoted Hector. That just sucks. Poor Amelia. I benched her immediately. Actually, I think she survived significantly longer than expected while I was trying to kill her, and because of that, I allowed her to live and benched her in my army instead of killing her immediately. Damn, I should have figured that wasn't gonna fly. Let's see, what else? I suppose I had one more question? You mentioned a mage station in your testimony, but what exactly is that?
Oh, I too would like to know about that. It sounds quite interesting. Well, as the name indicates, there's stations for mages to train with. There's an attuned orb for practicing general mana condensing with, a couple simulacra for practicing healing, and some more specialized things like an all-destroying fire that you can chuck ice at all day long, a lightning rod that you can charge up with as much thunder magic as you can until it's about to explode, you know, that sort of thing. Nothing too fancy.
Well, those definitely sound completely safe. I see.
How fascinating. But enough of that digression. You may begin your cross-examination, defense.
Okay, let's go. Indeed. What were the lines first? Let's check. Here. Was training at the maid station when I saw the accused leaving. Noticed that he had a bracelet on, but not just any bracelet. Was the bracelet that Peggy was always wearing. Okay. But then John came to ask me to help Kale, and I forgot about the bracelet. Wait, hold on. Isn't the order of events wrong there too? Because this means he got the bracelet before John came to help ask about Kale. And that's also before the murder. Like, that's before the autopsy report murder. I think we've got it. Yeah? This feels like, I think it's gonna be, I mean, it could be autopsy report again. But whatever it is, it's on statement 4. Is that true? Training at the maid station, saw the accused leaving. It says that he was leaving before the murder. Yeah, exactly. I think this helps us. And I think the contradiction is on statement 4 with any of the things, yeah. We don't know how long the sparring match lasted, though. We kind of do, actually. Because the sparring match ended, because of Elwood's testimony, the sparring match ended before, oh. Well, no, hold on. Yeah, wait, because of this girl's testimony, the sparring match ended before, oh, no, wait, no, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, we don't really know for sure how long the sparring match lasted. Does that still work? Maybe it doesn't work. Forgot about the bracelet. Yeah, true. Doesn't necessarily. This is Fire Emblem Defense. Just say the opponent got hit with an unlucky crit. We're genuinely considering that, Jonathan, actually. There's gonna be a point in here later about, like, strength, I'm sure. I am so sure. She said it earlier, and she'll say it again. Bracelet that Peggy was always wearing. Okay. See, we can check the, we can check the record. The evidence. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. We don't know how long the sparring match lasted. True. Okay. Let's go press him then. Let's go press him. Heckin' press. Git pressed. Oh wait, I should save. Save game. Bam. Press.
Where exactly was this? Well, if you look at the diagram,
Okay.
I was around here, by the station adjacent to the exit.
I guess it would have been possible to see him exit from there. Okay then, please continue with your testimony. Okay. Yeah, it would have been possible to see him exit. And she didn't say that she saw the moment of the killing or anything, so I guess it does make sense still. What was so special about this bracelet exactly? If you'd have let her finish instead of making this asinine interruption, you would have known by now. Sorry. Please continue. Okay, so not much. You're absolutely sure that that was the witness? Oh, I keep saying that, don't I? The victim's bracelet?
Positive.
Well, I need to cast doubt on this somehow. But, how sure can you really be? Is this going anywhere, or are you just badgering the witness? Well, you know, it's just that you were at least a little distance away from the accused at the time, right?
I suppose you could.
And you only saw him in passing while in the middle of training?
Well, yes, but...
So are you completely sure it was definitely the victim's bracelet you saw and not some similar...
Would you let me get a word in edgewise? Geez, no wonder Sis is always so tightly wound if she's got to deal with people like you all the time.
Ah, damn. I guess I pushed too hard.
Now, if you'll let me speak, yes, I'm sure it was the victim's bracelet. I remember she said once that it was a handmade...
Oh,
That it was handmade so there aren't a million of them floating around or anything. I'll even describe the dang thing for you if you want.
I distinctly saw the same kind of bangle as hers. Yeah, that's not what was on it. It said BD on her bangle. Get wrecked. That's it. That's the contradiction. I remember this shit.
I saw the medal engraved with PS. You know, her initials? That's why I'm sure it's hers.
Thank you, witness. My lord, could we have that last statement added to the testimony? I'm afraid the defense won't get it through her head otherwise.
While I would prefer that you be more respectful, prosecutor, I see no reason not to accept the request.
Well, that went just fabulously. But maybe there'll be something I can salvage out of that. Yes, there is! Get wrecked! Get wrecked! Get wrecked! I'm saving. Just in case. Save game. Save game. Save. Heck. Wait, let me freaking save. Save game. There we go. Alright, nice. Okay. Her bangle has BD. Oh no. Wait, no, that's a good thing. Why? It's a good thing. We did it! Maybe, sort of, maybe. First of all, evidence, autopsy, examine. Okay. Nope, that's not it. What was the thing that had the bangle evidence on it? I did read it somewhere, but I forgot where. Oh, maybe it was in the witness evidence thing? And evidence, oh no. Record, here. Take, victim dossier, that's gotta be it. Evidence, victim dossier. Examine. Outgoing friendly, battle, paranoid, 4 vulneraries and 1 weapon. BD engraved on the centerpiece. Yep, that's the one. Okay. Present. Victim dossier. The new... Wait, actually, can I press this? Hold on. Objection! No, I can't. Enough is enough already. You've long since exhausted this line of questioning. Sustained. Move on, defense. Okay, okay, we'll do it. All right, fine. I just wanted all the dialogue, okay? I just hecking wanted all the dialogue. Here. I think I have to thank you, witness.
Oh, really? You're welcome. What for, though?
For your excellent eyesight and memory. You've proven that my client wasn't any sort of thief. What on earth are you on about now, defense? The witness was very clear just now. The bracelet she saw the accused wearing was engraved with PS. Yes, we know. Get to the point. Jeez, calm down. Take a look at the dossier on the victim. It describes, among other things, the bracelet the victim was known for wearing. A bracelet that was engraved with BD, not PS. What? This clearly shows the bracelet the accused was wearing was not taken from the victim. Objection. Get wrecked. Obviously, the witness was mistaken. She was distracted and wasn't close enough. Oh, so now the witness's memory is fallible when it's bad for your case?
Ah, dang it, sis. I knew you'd be like this. I'm definitely not mistaken. It was the first time I'd gotten a clear look at it, admittedly, but I did recognize the general design was the same. And I know exactly what I saw, and that bracelet said PS. Like I said, that's why I knew it had to be hers, because it had her initials on it. Why would I have thought that if I didn't see the exact letters?
But this is impossible! How could there be two different nearly identical bracelets like that? It's too ridiculous to believe! Yeah, it's totally... I feel like they had matching best friend bracelets, actually. Like, BD is his initials, right? Did they swap bracelets? Did they hacking make each other bracelets or something? It's kind of cute, honestly. They were supposed to be pretty close, right? I feel like. That's so cute. That's adorable. I think that's what it is. It doesn't matter if you find it believable or not. It's what the evidence and testimony point towards. No, I refuse to... Huh? Wait, that's...
Sorry to interrupt, but I think I can clear this up.
Accused, this is not your time to speak. How dare you disrupt these proceedings?
I know, I'm sorry, my lord. But I think this is important. Would the bracelet you're talking about happen to be this one?
Wait, that bracelet.
He's engraved with PS. Looks like the witness was correct all along. But what? How?
May I continue, my lord?
I suppose we do need this explained. You may take the stand. Temporarily, mind you.
Yeah, he's gonna talk about the friendship bracelets. How did you learn to speak with a slight posh accent? Wait, which voice? I'm assuming you mean the Pain voice, the prosecutor Pain voice. You mean, how did I learn to speak in Ojo-sama? I just channel my inner Ojo-sama voice.
Alright, well, it's a little embarrassing to say, but these two bracelets are friendship bracelets.
Friendship bracelets?
Where to begin? Alright, so... After I joined the army, Peggy was one of the first friends I ever made. I didn't exactly have the chance to, while I was growing up or while I was a bandit. I told her this once, and she said it was a real shame I missed out on that kind of stuff, like having friendship bracelets and all that, so she insisted we make them. That's why mine says PS and hers says BD, because they're a reminder of the other person, you see. Anyways, it was kind of embarrassing to wear it all the time, so I usually just kept it with my things while she always had it on. Only reason I had it that day was I was going to see her, so I figured it'd make her happy to see me wearing it for once. And it did. Yeah, that's about it. Here, you can take the bracelet to confirm.
We got a bracelet. Nice. Victim dossier. So you just kind of picked it up. That's cool. Thanks. You're welcome. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I guess it's more like whenever I have a voice, I think of like another character who has that voice and I try to act like them. So if it's somebody that I've heard a lot, I can kind of emulate their voice easier. And if it's somebody that I haven't heard as much, then it's a lot harder. I feel like there are like enough Ojo-samas in fiction that I know enough of them that I'm like, yeah, I can be an Ojo-sama.
Mr. Dit,
Yeah, Miss Lawyer?
Never mind. Just one quick question, Mr. Dit. Was she, in fact, wearing her bracelet that day?
As far as I can remember, yeah, she was.
But she didn't have any bracelets in the autopsy report, right? I think the prosecutor said that earlier. That's a problem. Yeah, Mace is right. It's like the oh type of character.
I suppose that explanation made sense, but where does it leave us?
Well, I'd say it leaves us right back where we started. The prosecution has failed once again to provide a witness who successfully incriminates my client. What do you have to say to that, Prosecutor Payne?
Why, you insolent upstart.
Wait. Has she actually lost it? Forgive me for that outburst. Not bad, rookie. You've made a good showing. But your lucky streak ends here, because it looks like you've forgotten something important. And what would that be? The simple fact that it is impossible for anyone but Ben Dit to have killed... There we go. Pegasus Knight person thing. Yay. Okay, alright, I screwed that one up. Let me try again. For anyone but Ben Dit to have killed Peggy Sassnight. Ah, damn it, I did forget that. Again, I'll admit that you've cast doubt on my witnesses' testimonies, but none of it matters, so long as Ben Dit was the only person in that training yard who could have killed Peggy Sassnight in a single blow.
Very true, prosecutor. If that is the case, then little else is of consequence.
Have I just been wasting my time this whole trial? Feeling smart because I poked holes in meaningless testimony? No, Ava, this is no time for self-pity. Mr. Dit is relying on you. Think!
There has to be some way for someone else to have done this.
As I said before, this fact by itself is sufficient for me to make my ruling. While we do not have direct evidence of Mr. Ditt's guilt, I nevertheless find that there is little doubt in this case. As such, I find the accused...
Wait, that objection was very familiar. That felt Mia Fey-ish. But I could be wrong, because I do continually get them confused. Mia Fey and Francisca Von Karma's objection noises.
What?
I object, my lord.
On what basis, defense?
The prosecution's logic is that only Mr. Ditt was capable of dealing enough damage to one-shot Miss Sasnight. Therefore, he has to be the murderer, yes?
Yes, that's how I understood it.
Things can't exactly get worse, so I might as well go for broke here. But there's a flaw in that argument. A very big flaw.
Really? Intriguing. Please, continue.
I suppose you don't know when to give up, eh, rookie? Well, go ahead, enlighten us then. Oh boy. Come on, if there's a way for someone else to have committed this crime, it has to involve a weapon. There is a weapon that would allow someone else to deal enough damage to commit this murder.
And what exactly is this weapon?
It's a killing edge. It's a killing edge. It's a killing edge, and it's a guy named Killing Edge with the killing edge sword. Mr. Myrmidon, get the frick on the stage. Yeah, figured I'd have to get specific eventually. Okay, calm down. There's only so many options given the circumstances. It's something that could be... Oh, but then we said that nobody... What? Okay, hold on. What weapon rank is Killing Edge in FE8? Is it D or higher? No, but they did say that nobody else... Is there like a crit tome? Is there a hecking crit tome? I guess we'll probably be given more information. It's something that could be wielded by someone at the yard that morning. Thinking about the traits of Miss Sasnight, it has to be... something that would allow for... Oh, never mind. Okay, additional damage to a lance... Do lance breakers? No, like damage to a lance wielding... Oh, wind... It's gonna be wind magic then. It's gonna be wind magic. And wind magic crits on flyers. I think we were right at the beginning with the wind magic. Huh. Yeah, bows are out of the question. The killing blow was done as a one-shot and with a slash wound to the left side of the chest. So it has to be, they said, either a sword, an axe, possibly a lance, or a wind tome. And I think it's gonna be wind tome. And also they did specify that the only weapon found nearby was a slim lance, which is probably Pegasus Knight's lance, you know. Yeah, it's gotta be a wind tome. It's gotta be a wind tome. When I think about it that way, it's almost like we're waiting defense. You'll have to manually enter the name of the weapon after talking to the question unit. Use lowercase. Okay. Okay, so you have to manually enter, use lowercase. I mean, I guess if I just write wind tome, it'll work, maybe? Let's go ahead and just save game. Okay. Press. Am I prepared to answer? Maybe not yet. Maybe we can go take a look at these guys or something? Yeah! Oh, that's so cool! Oh, also... Wait, now we get a portrait for Peggy Sasnight. It's Vanessa. FE8 Vanessa is dead, guys. We killed her. The victim. A cheerful and outgoing knight. Aw. Oh, look, it's Noel. He was there, too. A scholar who wished to improve his stamina by working out. There's Genric Lord. Oh, well... Hey, Ellawood, how's it going? And here's our guy, the accused, okay. Hilda, army cleric, was there, alright. Rip. Rip Killing Edge the Myrmidon. It's him, it's Kolb. I don't think he's the murderer anymore, I think it's a wind tome. So you're safe for now, my dude. Oh, he only had a slim sword too. Yeah, it's just not gonna be great, alright. Saul, who is this again? Is this a character from FE6 or something? Or is this some random NPC? Oh, Ewan was there too. Trainee, a novice mage who was practicing his accuracy in the training yard. Okay. He had fire. Did any of them have any wind tomes? No. Guess not. Anything else that does damage to... Luna Nosferatu? Drains enemy HP, negates... Oh, negates enemy resistance! Ah, maybe it is a Luna tome. Maybe it's frickin' Drew. Alright, hold on. Weight 12, might 0, right. Attack 9. Oh, that's not enough. How much crit does it have? 10? Oh, he has 14 crit. Yeah, that's a lot. 24. That's enough to kill. If he got lucky, right? Where's her luck stat? No, there we are. 15. Yeah. What if Luna with the crit? Is that enough? 9 times 3? Is it 3x damage for crit in GBA? I think it is, right? It negates resistance, so it does 9 damage. Times 3, yeah. That would be enough. That would be enough. Huh. I think it's him. Drew, what the frick? There's no wind tomes in the entire place? Huh. Negates enemy resistance, drains enemy HP into caster. Yeah. Sacred Stones doesn't have wind tomes? What? Oh shit, you might be right. Wait. Yeah, what the frick? I didn't use any wind tomes, did I? I thought I didn't use any wind tomes because they're bad. It has Excalibur, but not wind tomes. There's no wind tomes in FE8. Goddamn. Alright. Hello, it's me, generic player. I forgot the details of every specific FE game, but I know all the details of all the FE games. I just don't remember which are which. There's no wind tomes, are you kidding me? Okay, fine. Yeah, then it has to be Luna. It has to be Luna. That's why it's manual enter too, because Luna is like short. Also, press, yes. Prepared to answer, yeah. They said all lowercase, didn't they? I think they did. L, U, N, A. Done. Take that! That's right, this is the weapon. And how exactly does that allow someone else to be the killer? Well, How disappointing. I should have expected this. A penalty for wasting our time, mister. Oh, wait, my lord, please give me another chance. Okay, so that wasn't it? That wasn't it? Do I need to capitalize it? Is that not it? Load game. Here. Huh. Maybe it needs to be capitalized? I'll try it again. They did say all lowercase, but I'll try again. Just in case. But I think that isn't it. I think that isn't it. I think our logic is off. It did say all lowercase. Yeah, just in case, you know? You never know. Whee! Whee! Bam. Take that, and then I'll speed through this. Okay, cool. Just checking. Alright. Load. So our logic is off. Let's go look again. If not the Luna Tome, then what? What could possibly kill? Let's take a look at all the other things then. So she had 51 avoid. And it did say more damage to a Pegasus Knight like her. I thought that was like a dig at the resistance. Oh, maybe would the Luna Tome even hit? Actually, she has 51 avoid. That's not bad. Out of curiosity, would the... Luna has like surprisingly low hit. Okay, it would hit. But the chance is low, okay? Alright, who else? Who else? I don't trust Kale. But he only has a slim sword. And he has 10 crit. That's a total of 15. FE8 Luna does suck. Valid. I didn't use any dark mages. Steel axe. Yeah. Yeah, he has 21 attack. With the steel axe equipped, that is. Iron sword, 15. It was him. It was Elowood. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't. Crit 14. Okay, look at their crit numbers too. 14, 18 for Peggy. Alright. Crit 1. Ewan sucks. We found it here. I don't know then. What else could it possibly be? I mean, okay, well, we can rule some people out at least. Let's rule out some people. I feel like it's probably not Elowood, right? Like, I feel like by default, he's done his part. He's played his game. If it turns out to be... Oh, does he have a rapier? Nobody has a rapier, though. Yeah, nobody has a rapier. It's the healer. She can't do damage. It's literally not possible. Yeah, I feel like the first row is essentially... Oh, not the first row then. Ben, Jonric, Hilda, and Peggy are probably, like, not the killer. You know what I mean? Because, like, that'd be difficult, wouldn't it? No, this isn't actually them, Mesa. This is, like, I mean, that's the victim, so... This is like a, they did, like, a whole, like, summon simulacra thing. It's like Little Thief from, She actually just bumped her head and is sleeping. She's fine, she'll be back. It's like a simulacra. It's like, or Temenos' thing from Octopath 2. Yeah, Rapier does give extra crit, and it is rank E so that lords can use it, but I don't think anyone has a Rapier. Are you supposed to just type in Rapier, like, and, like, hope that somebody brought it in? Did someone mention a Rapier earlier? Steel Lance. I mean, this guy has 17 attack. Hit 70, 81, 17. Still not enough to... And with that crit, he's not critting anyone. They did specifically say extra damage to a Pegasus Knight like her. That felt like a hint. I felt like it was Luna because it negates enemy resistance, you know, I mean, it's just how it works. Might 10 for this. Which means 19 total damage. But that's not enough to deal with her 20 bulk, right? No, draining me HP. Yeah, she has 10 resistance too, so it's not happening. Does Nosferatu have crit? No. Okay, not enough then. I'm so surprised it's not Luna. What else? What else? Slim Sword? Does Slim Sword have crit? Did I already check this? It has 15, which is exactly as much as the luck she has. In FE8, luck works like, it's a straight subtraction, right? Like if you have 15 crit chance minus 15 luck, then you don't have any crit percentage, I feel like. That's the way it works for hit and avoid, so... What else can we look at? Seems kind of impossible. Might 10. Attack 17. Alright, let's roll them out one by one. Let's go in order. So first of all, Ellawood is still on the table. Could be any of these people. Could be... Well, it's not gonna be Ben, because, you know, that's like what we're trying to prove. It's not Hilda, because she can't do any freaking damage. Yeah. Shamans can't use wind magic. I was just checking. Can the trainee use wind magic? I mean, technically yes, but it doesn't exist. Is Excalibur an E rank spell? Probably not. Are there like... Can you like talk to the... Oh, you can actually talk to the civilians. That's cool. Can I... Question. What weapon would allow someone other than Mr. Dit to be the killer? Excalibur is S rank, valid. Okay, Judge seems to be a rather fair sword. Yeah, he does actually. Athos pretty chill. Pretty chill. Can we get a description for the prosecutor, actually? Phil DePayne. A crown prosecutor with a big mouth and a bigger ego. Hey. Okay, let's go ahead and analyze then. Okay, let's look carefully at all the simulacra that have been summoned. My options are limited in terms of what could be wielded by the people who were in the training yard that day. I need something that would allow for one-shotting Miss Sasnight without a critical, since her natural luck is high. And no potential suspect can wield a killer weapon. So it does say without a critical. So that's why Luna with a crit isn't the answer, I guess? But I still feel like Luna with a crit should work. No? I think Luna with a crit should still work. Maybe not. Additional damage against a lance user like Miss Sasnight. There it is again. That wording keeps itching my brain. It's almost like... I shouldn't be thinking about the murder weapon necessarily. But what other weapon could be involved? What? What? I shouldn't be thinking about the murder weapon necessarily, but what other weapon could be involved? If she was wielding swords? Or something? Like... No, but she was wielding a slim lance. Yeah, I know, Lance Reaver, right? But like... Can we just enter that? Like, does it not have to... Maybe the assumption I made from the beginning is wrong, and it doesn't have to be a weapon that's currently being held by one of the simulacra. It could just be a Lance Reaver sword, and Killing Edge is the guy. We could try it. I don't know, I feel like it's gotta be a weapon that's being held by one of these people, but maybe not, maybe not. Maybe I'm assuming. I should not. I should not. Let's go try Lance Reaver. I did say that in the beginning. I'll go try it. We said Lance Reaver a while ago. I think it's worth trying. Yeah. What rank are Lance Reavers? They're like C, right? They're not D rank. Are they? I'll try it anyways. Aren't Lance Reavers like decently high up on the ranking? Lance. Yeah, I don't think anyone can wield it. I agree. I think it's gotta be Wind Tome somehow. Like Excalibur, but I don't know. Oh, whoops. I messed up. We gotta go check Mr. Killing Edge. Reaver. Doesn't even fit. It doesn't even fit. Okay, valid. Okay. Here. Load. Here. Okay. Pretty sure it's C. Yeah, exactly. That can't be it then. Okay, what else? I feel like it's gotta be something that's currently on this, right? Okay, Iron Sword. Wind Tome wood. But to be fair, nobody has a Wind Tome here either. Wind Tome. You know, they didn't specify a rule about spaces, so maybe that indicates that the weapon is one word. Oh. Oh, hey, apparently Jean-Ric has a B rank support with with Peggy. Wait, do Peggy and Ben have a support? Oh, they do! That's really cute. Aw, that's adorable. They're good friends. Okay, alright, anyways, back to the game. Yeah, he has D rank in swords. Can Killing Edge even wield a Killing Edge? Like, if he had one? Probably not. They did say without criticals, though. And then she said, like, the wording of the weapon that works against lance users. Extra damage against lance users. I mean, it would be axes. Can anybody else wield axes? That might be a question. No. It's just him. Okay. What else could it possibly be? I'm gonna pick the Analyze again just to see. Limited in terms of what could be wielded. Okay. Need something that would allow for one-shotting this Sus Knight without a critical since her natural luck is high. And no potential suspect can wield a killer weapon. I think maybe it is just Wind Tome. But then why does it say Lance Knight? Or like Lance User? Because Wind Tomes are obviously successful against flyers. Yeah, feel free to put some thoughts and spoilers aloud. Yeah, don't tell me though. I'm willing to try Wind Tome. Purely because. Wind. There's no space. There's no space. I'll try it. But I feel like it's gotta be one of the weapons they have on hand. What if they had 3 range? That's only bows and they already said no bows. Take that! Wee. Oh wait. Wee. Okay, yeah, valid. Load game. Here we go. What if the murderer was outside the training area? You're gonna need more than 3 range to kill someone from outside the training area. I'd like to summon characters from FE15 into the stand. Where bows have like 5 range. Let's take another look then. Something that can be wielded by somebody that's on the... Maybe the weapons don't matter. Maybe it is something else. I don't know. But if there's no Wind Tomes, then what could it possibly be? Something that could still crit. And it's not a Lance Reaver. What else is strong against lances that could be wielded by someone in here? It's Ursula with the bolting tome. It's one of those ballistas on ships from like the that map where you recruit Cormag. The freaking ship ballistas in the Ephraim route. I'd believe it. Those things can hit at like 10 range. D rank swords. I could look up a list of all FE8 weapons that are D rank, right? FE8 D rank swords. Swords, Serenez Forest. Okay. Sacred Stones. D rank. Okay, so there's... Oh, apparently there's a weapon called Zanbato, which is effective against horseback units. Does that hecking include, does that include Pegasus Knights? I don't remember using this shit. I'm looking up Zanbato. Didn't help. FE8. Sword weapon. Also doesn't help. It says just cavalry. I don't remember if that works against Pegasus Knights as well. What else is there? D rank swords. There's an armor slayer. There's a poison sword. Poison's on contact. I guess poison sword could technically work. Like if she got poisoned, you know? The Shamshir? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's a Shamshir. Yeah, wait, hold on. What's the crit on that? Oh, 35 and it's D rank. Oh yeah, isn't that the sword that Marissa starts with? That's the sword that Marissa starts with. It's a discount killing weapon that I hated because it's so useless, so I genuinely forgot it. Oh, that's good. That could be it. All right, I'm looking through everything else though. I'm looking through everything else. I think that's totally it. Wait, no, but she did say without a crit. She said without a crit. Like the attorney said without a crit. I don't know, poison sword, you know? But poison doesn't kill. Poison notoriously does not kill in like any FE game. If you go to 1 HP, you just continually survive. One-shotted. One-shotted, you say? I think it has to be Shamshir then. But then what's with the line about not being critical and like being effective against Pegasus Knights? Okay, I'm gonna try it. Because I think it's Colm. Frick Colm. It was him. He did it. He did it. Press. Yes. Prepare to answer. Sure. We'll give it a try. All lowercase, they said. The discount killing weapon. It's literally a sham. And where's the R? Here. Nope. Okay. Not it then. Load game. Alright, what other swords are there? I feel like sword is, yeah, I feel like sword is a nice one. I'm tempted to try Zanbato, although I feel like effective against horseback units is not Pegasus Knights. I don't remember enough for that. Yeah. I'll try it anyways. Just to rule things out. Zanbato. Yeah. Nope. Okay. Give me another chance. Never. Reloads time. Okay. Alright. Then could just not be swords. Let's check out the other suspicious unit then. We'll try here. Wasn't that a space just to the left of the confirm? Oh, is there a space button? Is there a hacking space? Well, no, but we ruled, like, okay, wait, I need to check the list of tomes anyways, because somebody told me there aren't any wind tomes in this game, and I've forgotten that. Inventory. Okay, inventory. Tomes. Alright. So there's fire, thunder, blizzard, hellfire. Yeah. There's no wind tomes in this game. So it isn't a wind tome because they don't exist. Unfortunate. What else could it be then? Did we try anything else that had a space in it? It was just wind tome. Without a crit because it wasn't a killing weapon. Actually, let me check the guy's stats. Here. Okay, so he's got sea and dark magic, but nothing else. Okay, sure. Inventory, dark magic. Tomes, swords, tomes, staves. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. Tomes? Oh, somehow I ended up on Shadow Dragon. When did that happen? Back. Sacred stones, inventory. Okay, large art. Wait, what? Where's the weapons? Where's the hacking weapons? What the frick? This is weird. Okay, Seren's Forest, the Sacred Stones, inventory, tomes. It leads to Shadow Dragon tomes. Are they the same? Does Shadow Dragon have the exact same tomes as freaking Sacred Stones or something? I'm confused, but okay, I'll believe it. Oh, there's a Blizzard tome. Oh, there's a Blizzard tome. Wait, is there a Blizzard tome in Sacred Stones? That is wind magic. Sacred Stones, Blizzard. I feel like there wasn't. I feel like there definitely wasn't, because I would have put it on loot. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, doesn't look like it. Sacred Stones, tomes list. Tomes. Okay. Air Caliber, that doesn't work anyways. Okay, there's Flux, Luna, Nosferatu, Eclipse, Fenrir. Alright. Only Flux, Luna, and Nosferatu are low enough that this guy could wield them. Yeah, Fimble better, but it's A. And I don't think, for magic, we'd need like E rank or below, which is why I was thinking Wind Tome, but yeah, it's terrible. Okay, I think that's not it then. I can't believe it's not Luna. I still do think that the Luna would have worked. Like, it's right here. Why isn't it Luna? Did I add it wrong or something? Am I supposed to put in like Luna Tome or something? I doubt it. Like, negates enemy resistance. Yeah. He's got 67 hit, and she only has 50 avoid, so she could be hit. See, wait here. She's got 51 avoid. He's got 67 hit. She's got, yeah, she's got 15 luck, which is like crit avoid. And with the Luna, oh, he only has 14 crit. Never mind. Oh, he can't crit with Luna. Ah, damn, I did my math wrong. Yeah. He can't crit with Luma. That makes sense. He only does 9 damage. Unfortunate. What? Which of the many weapons in here could possibly damage? There's no way it's Ewan. I don't freaking believe it. 17, slightly more than usual, but doesn't help with the crit. Slim sword. 15 crit exactly. Heal. Oh, I don't know. Are you supposed to say steel axe and then argue that somebody else can wield it? But I did check and nobody else can wield axes in this entire thing. It's just him. Maybe someone's weapon on someone else? Maybe I'm thinking on the right track there? Like, does someone have a weapon that would work if someone else was wielding it? I doubt it. We can try. Okay, so who wields the same type of weapon as somebody else who was there? Like, Kale and Jeanric have the same weapon type. And Peggy and the soldier have the same weapon type. But he's got a steel lance already and it's not enough. 17 total attack. Not great. And she's got 20 bulk. Yeah, I don't think that would do any more damage. Luna, Nosferatu. Yeah, I don't think either of those are killing. What if we take somebody else's weapon? So like, assuming the Iron Sword, might 50, oh no, might 5, okay. Onto this guy. He does like 10 damage. It's not a lot. He can't kill anyone with this. He can't kill shit. Okay, I'm kind of stumped. What could it possibly be? I feel like it has to be something that's being wielded by one of the people here. Let's listen to the lyric hint again. I think it's gotta be the only... Oh, wait, did I ever check out the bracelet? I can equip it, though. Yay! It has 2 crit. Oh. No, I have 2 crit. Never mind. Okay, all right. I was like, oh, does this item have things? No, it doesn't. Okay, I can equip it. That's about all right. All right, I'm gonna equip my badge. Yo, Lynn, is this Fire Emblem but in a courtroom, or are we actually trying cases but as Fire Emblem characters? We are actually trying cases but as Fire Emblem characters. Yeah, this is Ava Tur. She's a new up-and-coming defense attorney. We've got the prosecutor, Filda Payne, on the other side. It's genuinely so cool. I guess we can take a look at the victim dossiers and see if any of them have any extra information. I'm gonna put the bracelet back because it's not giving you anything. Autopsy report, probably fine. Did you check Miss Payne's inventory? Oh, ho, ho, no, but she wasn't there. She wasn't actually there. It was her, her sister was there. I was wrong about that. I remembered her last name, but not her first name. She also doesn't have anything. She's gonna kill you immediately. Record. Analyze again. Let's take the... Okay. Look carefully at all the simulacra. Options are limited in terms of what could be wielded by the people who were in the training yard that day. Need something that would allow for one-shotting Miss Sasnite without a critical, since her natural luck is high. And no potential suspect can wield a killer weapon. They technically can, because there are discount killing blades. But I guess we'll see. What weapon would allow for additional damage against a lance user? Like, alright, you know what? FE8 lance effective. I need to check if the Lance Reaver is actually D rank and above. Let's see. Let's see. The rapier is still an option, isn't it? No, it's not. Effective against infantry. I thought it was armor and cavalry or something. Wait, what? Oh yeah, here, okay. Erica only, effective versus armor and cavalry units. I mean, it could work, technically. See you for XCOM 2, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Make sure all the associated redeems are in there. Oh, we'll have it, don't worry. Don't worry. There's only one associated redeem. It's, get killed. What else is D rank or below? There's the Zanbato, effective V cavalry. There's, Armor Slayer, Shamshir, Poison Sword, Iron Blade. You know, maybe it is a poison. Maybe it is just literally Poison Sword. I don't even think that fits, though. I don't think that fits in the little thing. I wish I had a little bit more information. Additional damage against a Lance user. There is a Lance Reaver in this game, but it is, yeah, it is unfortunately rank C, which means nobody here could wield it. The heck is a Shadow Killer? Ooh, fancy. Alright, let's check the tomes then. Anima Magic. Okay. Fire, Thunder, Elfire, Bolting, Fimblevetter, Excalibur, Alacalibur? What the frick is that? I don't even remember that. Okay, light magic. Nobody here wields light magic. Dark magic. Okay, Flux, Luna, Nosferatu. Yeah, that's basically it. Are there staves that do damage? I don't know. Probably not. Are there enemy weapons that, you know, like Wretched Air? Claw, one might say. Are there... Oh, there are lance, maybe, that do other things? Iron Lance. Slim Lance, Steel Lance. There it is again. That wording keeps itching my brain. It's almost like I shouldn't be thinking about the murder weapon necessarily. But what other weapon could be involved? Like poison? I feel like poison? Poison for the crit? Are there weapons? What? Shouldn't be thinking about the murder weapon necessarily. But what other weapon could be involved? Maybe the hit from Bendit did some damage? Maybe it's the Slim Lance itself? I'm thinking maybe... Okay, here's my new theory. Maybe the hit during training did some damage and she wasn't at full HP. There. And then something else one-shotted her. I don't know. Oh, Marionette has an idea? Alright. Maybe it's a Slim... Yeah, wait. I guess, like, how would you... But yeah, I don't think you could kill her with a Slim Lance. Oh, speed! Why didn't I check speed stats? Hold on. Because she's a Pegasus Knight. I kind of assumed mentally nobody's doubling her, but that might not be true. Oh, 13.
Rip. Ah, rip. Damn. Nobody's doubling 13. There's no way. I mean, I'm gonna check anyways, but... Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah, but does one shot... That's the thing. I was thinking one shot, so maybe not. But... Does one shot mean one hit or one round? Okay, maybe it does mean one round. But still, if you had like a +5 speed weapon... No, but I doubt that. Okay, never mind. What else could it be then? I have unfortunately... I've lost my thread. What else? Crit 18. Avoid 51. Maybe it has to do with the freaking attack and support bonuses? Strengthen the bond between units by talking. But she only has one with Jean-Ric and Ben. I feel like it can't possibly be like crit plus bonuses because of the supports, right? Like, that's too much. Also, Jean-Ric and Ben both seem innocent to me. I mean, Ben is literally the guy we're defending, so... None of the others have it. Yeah, I looked at that too. That's a good one, Dugnlock. But when I looked at the speed, I immediately checked the weight of the slim lance, which is the only thing she was wielding at the time. It was there at the scene of the murder. It has a weight of 4. She has a weight of, or she has a con of 5. So I think she's fine, probably. Or sorry, she has a strength of 6, what is what I meant, but she's fine, yeah. Whichever method it is. Various FE games have various mechanics, but it's usually the strength or con, and I think she's able to actually carry it. So yeah, she wouldn't be weighted down. I thought that too, yeah, but no. Unless they'd, like, given her a super weighty weapon or something, I don't know, like... Are we saying that, like, Saul walked over and, like, gave her the steel lance and was just like, here, take this shit. and then he, like, I don't know, picked up a different weapon and then killed her or something. But either way, I agree that it was a one-shot. And I think one-shot usually wouldn't mean, like, 2 hits. I think that's cheating. Ugh. I don't wanna look this up for sure, but like, I kind of like want a hint. Damn it. No, but I don't want to. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna keep going for a bit longer and then yeah, then I'll accept suggestions and then you guys can give me hints if you'd like. If you have any ideas, I will accept them in a little bit. Assuming it's a weapon in here, I don't know. Steal a weapon on somebody else? And no one here can wield more than one weapon type, so it's basically just the people we've got on the screen at the moment, really. Lances, attack 17. Alright, steel lances aren't that much stronger than small lances, right? I feel like the doubling is valid, though. I think the doubling is valid. What if he had the slim lance? Would he double? Probably. Like, if they traded weapons, he would double, yeah? Speed 4. No, he wouldn't. He's freaking slow. Okay, weight 13 minus 6 is 5 at least speed. I think he has like 5 speed left, right? There's no way he's getting a double with 4 speed. Okay, so it wasn't him. He doesn't look evil. It's gotta be either Drew or Colm, right? Like, I feel like these two are the definite ones here. They're the ones who did it. Oh no, I'm letting stereotypes guard my path. I shouldn't do that. Maybe we take another look at Ewan, who I've been kind of just ignoring this whole time, because I'm like, there's no way. Maybe he could do it. Okay, but he's literally got E-rank anima magic. Like, that's terrible. You can't do shit with E-rank anima magic, unless you're loot. In which case, you can do anything with that. E-rank anima, 5 might. Our victim has 10 resistance, so that's not helping. He has 8 attack. Wow, you can do -2 damage. Be nice if that actually healed people, wouldn't it? It'd be funny. Maybe it was Ellawood all along? Crit 14. Brave Lance. Allows user to attack twice in one attack. It's rank B, though. Weapons that could be wielded by somebody on the scene. I don't know. Alright, you know what? I'll accept other people's giving ideas now, and then I'll look it up in like a few more minutes. But if you have ideas, feel free to tell now. Including ones that you think might be the answer, I guess. I guess I was always accepting answers, but yeah, I will accept more answers. And I'm gonna think about it for even longer too.
Lightbrand, Wormslayer, don't think anyone can wield those. Killing Edge and Shamshir seem like the best bets to me, but they did say no crits, and I did try them, so that isn't it. Well, I accidentally clicked away. Okay, there we go. What else could it be? Rapier? I guess it could be. Did I try Rapier? Did I try Rapier yet? I guess we didn't potentially try Rapier, although it doesn't really do effective damage. It has a slightly better crit chance, doesn't it? Would that be enough? Okay. The answer is the Fire Emblem from Elise specifically. Why not from Fate's Landia, where the Fire Emblem is a chainsaw sword? I think that's it. I figured it out. Arica only. Effective against cavalry. I mean, Pegasus Knight is cavalry, right? Technically, I mean, not really, but, you know. Technically. I've never tried using a rapier against a Pegasus Knight. I feel like that's just not the way to do it. I must have, but, you know. Yeah, I'll try it. I'll try it because why not? Could the actual hit have not been the killing blow and something else happened after? Yes, I agree. Is that a hit? Okay, oh, Marionette knows the answer potentially. Because that hint seems very similar to Arica's hint from in the game. So the fact that you have an actual idea for this means that it is a valid hint that Arica gave me in the game and that I should be listening to it. I mean, I thought poison, but like, poison doesn't kill. Like, everybody knows that. It's not gonna be poison, is it? I didn't try poison sword. Maybe the murder weapon didn't leave a mark. Ooh, I like that. But then how, okay, yeah, how would that work? How, yeah. I don't think any of the weapons in the game can kill without leaving a mark, right? I guess, I don't remember if I tried poison. I'll fucking try poison. I feel like that can't be it, because poison doesn't kill. Yes. And also, wait, hold on. It's supposed to have an advantage over Poison Axe then? But that doesn't help me at all. Inflicts poison upon contact. It is rank D, so technically Ben could have wielded it, but I mean, that doesn't help us. Okay, I'm trying Poison Axe. This is so strange. This definitely does not help my case, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Oh, wait, okay, what about this? Somebody swapped out. There's no space. Oh, there is a space, okay. But I think there's not enough letters, unfortunately. Yeah. That's not gonna work. Wait, poison does kill you? What? In like every Fire Emblem game, you don't die to poison. Poison Axe. Okay, I guess not. I was thinking maybe like somebody swapped out Ben's weapon for a poison axe and then she died later and that's why he didn't notice. What else? Oh wait, maybe she was given a devil lance, right? Are there devil lances in this game? I know there's devil axes. Where's the freaking lance menu? I'm like scrolling through it. There are lances that do damage to you, right? Aren't there? No, there aren't. Frick. There's no devil lance. Unfortunate. Yeah, there's devil axes. Is there a devil weapon? Yeah. It is one of the simulacras. Right, but she can't wield it, so it wouldn't help. I mean, can she? Which Pegasus Knight has axe? Like, no one. Yeah. No, nobody's wielding a devil axe. I think Ben has like a steel axe. None of them have devil weapons. I guess I could try it, but it wouldn't make sense because she clearly can't wield it. So like, yeah. Are there any lances that kill you? Are there any lances that kill you? Apparently there's a thing called Toxin Lance. And then there is also a poison sword. According to this thing. Yeah, poison sword. Poison sword is too many letters. Brave Axe. Rank B, not gonna happen. Many lances can kill, yes. Is there a lance that can just... Yeah, Toxin Lance is correct, it's just a poison lance. I agree. I didn't try Poison Lance, I tried Poison Axe. And the name for it is Toxin Lance, apparently. Spear, javelin. Why are they wielding weapons if the weapons aren't the ones that would have been used in the case? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm suspicious about. Also, but she did say something. I think I need to listen more to Marionette's hint, which is to say the hint that Arika gave in the game. Could the actual hit have not been the killing blow and something else happened after? Where else do units die after getting hit? Like, this is what I thought when she first said this too. But where else do units die after getting hit if not poison? There's gotta be poison. Nobody else, like, not in this game. Like, sometimes there's, like, undead and you take a vulnerary and then you, like, you actually die instead of getting healed because you have, like, the undead status on you or something. But that's not in Fire Emblem. In Fire Emblem, it's a bit simpler than that. You get hit, you die. Except for when you get poisoned. Should I try all the poison weapons, I guess? Should I just type poison and see what happens? I don't actually... That feels too non-specific. That feels way too non-specific. Poison. Okay. Is there terrain damage? Nope, not in this game. Load game. Here. Huh. Oh, is this the game that has traps? That's a good question. Does this game have traps or like magic wards or anything like that? That is a good question. Is that a weapon? I mean, I guess kinda. Hold on. That's a good question. Which is the game with the trap glitch? Trap glitch FE8. I think that was FE7, right? Maybe, I don't know. Traps. It's just giving me chapter 8, which is called It's a Trap in English. That doesn't help. FE8 items? Maybe? 7 has mines, is that what they're called? List of items, okay. Let's go. Chess key, lockpick, shield, more thing, dragonstone. Doesn't seem to be any items here. What would it be called? I'll look up mines then. Mines, sacred stones. Mine. Fire Emblem Wiki. Yeah, it's in Binding, or sorry, it's in Blazing Blade is what I meant. But is it also in Sacred Stones? Let's see. Sacred Stones, unused, functional, if hacked into the game. Okay, so... I mean, this is a ROM hack. This is a ROM hack. It could be a mine. Could be a mine. But that would definitely leave damage though, wouldn't it? Like, I feel like that's gotta... Because they're like landmines. Like, you step on it and they like blow you up. Maybe. Maybe not. What else can kill after the killing blow? Could the actual hit have not been the killing blow? Could the actual hit? I don't know. Let's listen to the analyze again. Yeah, options are limited. People who are winging. Okay, yeah. Something that would allow for one-shotting her without a critical. And no potential suspect can wield a killer weapon. What weapon would allow for additional damage against a lance user? Additional damage against a lance user. I shouldn't be thinking about the murder weapon necessarily. But what other weapon could be involved? Maybe it was another weapon, one that didn't leave a mark. Yeah, sure, like what though? That's the question. That is the question, innit? What is the weapon that wouldn't leave a mark? If not poison. Alright, I'll take another hint. I think I'm kind of lost on this one. I think I'm definitely lost on this one. What could it possibly be? I am missing something that's gonna be like, when I get it, I'm gonna be like, oh, what the frick? But in the moment, I'm like, ah, what the frick? D-ring swords, okay, here, list of weapons. We have me a list. I knew it, it's the wretched heir. No, I think not. What else could it possibly be? Flux, Luna. Luna negates resistance, but the guy who's wielding it doesn't do enough magic damage to actually kill her. Are there delayed weapons in this game? I don't think so. Are there... There's ballistas. I maintain it was a ballista. No, I'm kidding. It's probably not. Advantage versus swords. Disadvantage versus lances on the sword slayer. Wait, what? Oh, there's 2 levels of sword slayer in this? I didn't know that. Oh, nice. Yo, Juan, how's it going? We are currently playing a mystery game. That's right. You thought this was Fire Emblem? Get wrecked. 'Tis not Fire Emblem. Okay, horse slayers are effective versus horseback units. And they could be it, technically. Does it do enough damage? Maybe. Weight 13. That's a lot. Might. Horse slayer. Might 7. Could the soldier guy have killed with a horse slayer? Probably not. I feel like that doesn't deal with the hint. I feel like we gotta pay attention to the hint more. I'm keeping the hint on the screen. Clearly it was a heart attack. Yeah, it was a death note. I figured it out. Okay. Options are limited in terms of what could be wielded by the people who were in the trading yard that day. Need something that would allow for one-shotting the Sauce Knight without a critical. Without a critical makes it difficult. And no potential suspect can wield a killer weapon. What weapon would allow for additional damage against a lance user? There's a sticking point. What do they mean, additional damage against a lance user? Of course, like, I mean, I tried Lance Reaver. It was the first thing we tried, but it's not it. It's not it. So then I thought, like, advantage against flying people? Could she be using an Axe Reaver? I guess. Actually, that's a good point. Oh, wait, yeah, wait, no, Doug has a really good point. What if it wasn't just one attack? No, I think we ruled it was, or they said it was a one-shot. No, wait, but that's a really good point, right? If she was using an Axe Reaver, because she was fighting against, she was previously fighting against, what's-his-face, Ben, right? So she has a good motive to get it. Dust got her. I knew it. Maybe she's using an Axe Reaver, which gives her disadvantage against hacking whatever the frick swords, which means a sword user could now potentially kill her. What does advantage give you in this game? Is the Monogatari in this game? That's a good one. I like that. Bring it over from Lynn's game. I don't think it's in this game, unfortunately. Arika has a different one. That wording keeps, it's almost like I shouldn't be thinking about the murder weapon, but what other weapon could be involved? Yeah, wait, I like that. I'm gonna put in Axe Reaver. I'm gonna put in Axe Reaver and see if that's it. Because I think that makes total sense. And then somebody with the sword. No, but then, okay, what weapon with the sword? What sword then would have killed? I shouldn't have entered this actually, because I need to figure out what the sword is first. Hold on, load game. Load. Yes, go away. Okay, cool. So assuming then it is a sword, which means it is this guy. He did it. It's him. It's Colm. Frick, Colm. He's only got 5 strength. He can't do shit. Okay, he's only got 5 strength. Alright, hold on. Maybe we still can't do this. But I like that theory. I think that's the closest we've got, according to me. Which is to say, don't believe me, I don't freaking know. Assume he has a steel sword. Which is 8 might, that's not a lot. He has 5 strength. Who has 5 strength? Also, why would she use an Axe Reaver anyways? Oh, because Ben has a really low speed, so she doesn't need to worry about getting doubled. Okay, what else can you wield? Iron Blade has 9 might. It's pretty good. It's 14 total damage. But she has 4 defense and 16 HP, so not gonna be enough. Are there any other blades that are wieldable by D and below? Armor Slayer? That do enough damage, that is. Because he's like rank D, right? Effective against cavalry. Here. He's got D rank swords, the sword guy. Okay, so there's Zanbato, which is effective against cavalry, which I did try before. But it didn't let me. Because... Wait, what weapon does he have? He has a sling sword. That's not gonna do shit. Okay, I mean, I guess... Okay, maybe if, like, Marionette, I think maybe if she was wielding an Axe Reaver, right? And then if whoever... whoever killed them doubled, I guess, but then I think we did say that you can't double it, that's cheating. Oh, I don't know. What type of magic attack or whatever wouldn't leave any witnesses? Wind Sword? Yeah. Yeah. That's gotta be it, right? I think you're right. Argus Personal, Wind Sword. But the problem is it's B rank. So he couldn't, yeah, he couldn't wield it. That's what I was thinking too, yeah. Because it's wind magic. It would cause slashing damage. Okay, I'll try Axe Reaver just to see if they want me to put that in. I think that will be it. I think that makes sense. Am I prepared to answer? No, not really. Hecking no. I think Marionette seems to know the answer though. I believe in Marionette. I believe. Axe Reaver. Oh. Take that. Yeah, okay, good. It is letting me use Axe Reaver, so we were right about that theory. I think Doug got it. She was wielding an Axe Reaver, which means swords are now effective against her. But I don't think, I think that still means Kale couldn't kill her, right? Wait, okay, maybe I've got effectiveness wrong in this game. I think maybe I've got effectiveness wrong in this game. Hold on. What the frick is FE8 effectiveness? Effective. I thought it was like +2 attack. That's not a lot. That doesn't help him kill. He has 5 Lance Reavers are C rank. Are they? No. I checked it, right? Hold on. Let's check again. Axe Reaver, where it go? Where it be? Axe Reaver. Yeah, it is C rank. I'm confused. I'm still confused. Did she have C rank? I didn't check. I forgot. I'm going back. I mean, I know it's Axe Reaver now. I'll put it in. But like, load game, go back. I did check, didn't I? I'm starting to forget all the information. Did I? She has C rank lances, right? Yeah, okay. She has C rank lances. So that's my point. So it's not that anyone's using a Lance Reaver. It's that she's using an Axe Reaver because she was currently in a fight against Ben. And she knew she would be fighting Ben. He knew that he would be fighting her. So they obviously brought the right weapons. I mean, he didn't. But maybe she did, right? Maybe she came in with an Axe Reaver. Because she's wielding an Axe Reaver, she gets effective damage against her by anyone using a normal sword, which does make sense. However, the question is, what does effective damage do in Fire Emblem 8? Effective damage. Weapon effectiveness. Damage. It's +2 attack, right? Once again, it's not a lot. Wait, what? In this game, weapon effectiveness triples a weapon's might? What the frick? Since when? Oh shit, I really underestimated weapon effectiveness when I played this game. Holy shit, I did not know that. I had forgotten that entirely. Well, there you go, that's the thing I forgot. Ah, that's definitely on me. That's definitely on me. My bad. Hey, okay. Wait, effective was always triple damage? I must have known this before, and then I've just played so many non-Fire Emblem games since then that it's kind of like I've forgotten it. Someone check my Sacred Stone streams. I probably did know this. Only in Sabbath it wasn't? Oh, whoops. Wait, I feel like the other games don't do triple damage. I mean, not triple damage, fine, but like triple might, that's a lot. Path of Radiance, for example, take a look. It doubles might. Okay, I'm okay with that. Double might, I would expect. Fine. Awakening? It triples in Awakening? Bruh. Abuse weapon infected. Yeah, I didn't freaking know this. Huh. Okay, alright, valid. What about 3 houses? In Fire Emblem 3 houses, not all sources of weapon effectiveness are treated equally. Okay, I'm getting off on a tangent. Let's go with this. Okay, so now we need to figure out, then, what weapon did he wield? Could he have done it with a slim sword? Because maybe he could have. Right? But then who took the Axe Reaver away from the scene? Oh, interesting. Interesting.
But I think we've got it. I think this is the point. Okay, so Slim Sword, attack 8, right? But the might should be like 3. Okay, but we triple this. It becomes 9. We add that to his strength of 5, which is still 14. He can't do shit. Okay, all right. All right, it's got to be a different sword then. Let's go look at the swords. If axe reavers are allowed, then clearly that means that other weapons that are not currently in the thing are allowed. Maybe he used a different weapon. All right, okay, so what else could do it? There's a few number of things, honestly. I feel like even like an iron blade could do it, right? Axe reavers are probably heavy. Wait, are they? Axe reaver... might... Okay, weight 11. Weight 11. Okay, yeah, there's no way. What if it's not Kale? He's the only one that can wield swords. Oh, you mean Elowood? What if it's Elowood? No, I think Kale could do it. I think Kale could do it. Look, if I think it works out. So if Vanessa is wielding a axe reaver, that brings her speed down to like, because weight 11, right? And her strength was like, I don't know, 5 or something, 6 maybe. So that means like -5 to speed. That puts her speed down at like 8, and that frees up Kale to use something. Because he's decently fast. He can use like an iron blade or an iron sword even, probably would do it, you know? Because like what, might 5? Might 5 is good. So assume he had an iron sword, right? Hold on. Yeah, okay, assume this. Assume Kale had Jean-Ric's iron sword. If Jean had Kale's iron sword, I think he one-shots. Is this correct? Yes, it is. Okay. I think we figured it out. I think this is it. All right. With weapon effectiveness, here's how it works. In my opinion, this is my new theory. All right. If Kale had Jean-Ric's iron sword, the iron sword has 5 might, right? Kale has 5 strength, right? And then the 5 might gets actually counted as 15 because Peggy was wielding an axe reaver. So 15 plus 5, 20. Peggy has 16 HP. And 4 defense, if I remember properly, which is exactly 20. With that specific combination of the iron sword that this guy was wielding. But then the question is, what happened to the axe reaver? What happened to the freaking axe reaver? I blame Kale. I think it's Kale. I think he was wielding the iron sword that Elowood had. I am switching between their names. I'm going back and forth. All right, let's go try it. Let's go try it. Woo! I blame the shit out of him. 'Twas you. Oh, okay, never mind. In Sacred Stones, advantage, disadvantage on the weapon triangle only gives 1 point of damage. Ah, it was like +2 or +1 damage. Okay, good. Oh, doubled with Reaver weapons. So it is like +2 attack. Wait, I was right then. Was I right? I thought it was like +2 attack. I thought it wasn't great. All right, whatever. I'm gonna put the Reaver in and we'll see what Arika has to say. Because we might get more information is the thing. We know it was the Axe Reaver. That one makes sense. That totally makes sense. The question of what weapon was involved still relies on the question of what happened to the Axe Reaver, which we don't have the information for right yet, so we can actually just continue. We can get more information and come back. Axe Reaver, go. Yes, this is super interesting to me in that it's a trial game, but also requires you to reason within FE mechanics. Yes, exactly. This is the shit that I hecking love, okay? Like, this is how I write Wisdom Verse and Secrets We Keep. Except I do it for the Zelda series, where I essentially play a tactics games with my characters. Like, I'm like, all right, the people are up here, they have this terrain disadvantage, each person has access to these exact weapons, now what happens? And I need, like, this specific thing to happen, you know? It's really fun, I enjoy it. Weapon triangle isn't effective damage, was confused on which one. Yeah, no worries. I don't remember the specific differences between them either. I thought it was just +2 damage. I was so confused. Yeah, alright, this is fine. We'll find out. Arika will tell us. That's it, a Reaver. That's what we were missing. Objection. I was wondering what nonsense you'd conjure up, but that's quite pathetic. A Reaver? Have you already forgotten, Greenhorn? None of the suspects had the weapon rank to wield anything above D rank. Ah, but when did I say it was one of the suspects who was wielding a Reaver? What? Reavers allow you to be extra effective against a weapon type that is normally superior to yours. But there's a trade-off. You become weak to a type you normally have the edge on.
Where exactly are you going with this, Defense?
What I'm saying is, if Miss Sassanite had an axe reaver at the time of the murder, that would make her extra weak to sword users, opening up a new possibility. An axe reaver? But that's completely possible. One glance at Miss Sassanite's stats tells you that she had a C rank in lances, meaning she was completely capable of using one.
Extraordinary, Defense. But Reavers ultimately don't grant that much of a disadvantage in raw terms. They merely double the triangle to plus or minus 2 points of damage.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, alright.
Would this really allow someone beside the accused to commit this crime?
In for a penny, in for a pound. It would, my lord, and I can name that person. Alright, we gotta do it now. We gotta figure it out. We gotta hecking figure it out. What is it? No new weapons, no new information. Is it Jean-Ric? He's got 9 strength. That's a lot of strength. That's a lot of strength, my dude. Yo, what the frick? Oh no. Eliwood, no. I can't believe you would do this. Eliwood. Okay, no. If it wasn't Eliwood, who would it be? Actually, why couldn't it be Eliwood? If it could be Kale, it has to have also been Eliwood, because he just has more strength. That kind of sucks. I can't believe Eliwood would do this. Eliwood, no. Okay, strength 5. Can we make Kale do it? I don't think so. I think it has to be Eliwood, so let's start with his stats. Strength 9. What did he have on hand? Iron Sword, right? Okay. With that, Iron Sword, it's +2, which means, Iron Sword, 15, +2, 17. Still not enough. He would have had to have another weapon. He used his support bonuses against her, obviously. Just, I mean, I guess he does have the support bonus. I don't remember what the support bonuses do in this game. I don't ever remember. Don't listen to me, I'm not smart. It would be funny, though. I don't think it gives you +3 strength. Especially not a B rank, so definitely not. Eliwood. Was it you? Maybe it was him with a steel sword, right? Assume that Vanessa was using a lance or axe reaver, right? Axe reavers are pretty heavy, as we said, so her speed drops down quite a bit. Let's go look it up again so we can get the exact stats. All right, axe reaver is weight 11, right? She had what, 15 speed? 13. Okay, 13 speed, 6 strength. Is it strength in this game? That's how the weight works, right? I think it's strength. So 11 minus 6, 5, minus 13 minus 5, 8. So her speed's like 8. Jean-Ric is strength 9. Okay, all right, fair enough. Or was it Con? Okay, whatever. It's like 8 or 9, the amount of stuff she has. Or 8 or 7, the amount of speed she has. Okay, could be, let's see, he has D rank, right? Yeah, he has D rank. What weapon could he do it with? Would it have to be an iron blade? Assume iron blade then, because I think it's the highest level damage. That makes sense to me. It would be. Blades usually do more damage at the cost of being very low speed. And if it's like a single hit, then, you know, no need for speed. Unit's dead. Yeah, okay. Iron blade is the highest level damage item with 9. So 9 plus 2, 11. Plus 9 is 20. Eliwood could have hecking done it. Oh no! Eliwood, no! Eliwood! That's 20, Eliwood! Eliwood, what the frick? Okay, I should save though. Save game. Here. Wait. Oh, do I have to go here? Present? Oh, I have to present their thing. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Give. We'll give some stuff, but never give my badge. No, I gave my badge! Ah, take it back. Okay, there. Give. There. Kale was left in the trading room when Eliwood left. If he's a Fire Emblem Lord, he's committed a war crime, so him being the killer would make sense. No! No, never! Okay, Jean-Ric. Okay, I'm gonna present it, see what happens. Yep. No. Am I really going to do this?
Defense?
If I say this name, it won't be just about winning or losing the trial anymore. I might even be betting my life on this. This is crazy. I can't. Is that it? That's the extent of your resolve? Your willingness to fight for the man who's trusted his life to you? No, but this... How do you expect to ever be able to find me if you're freezing up over something as small as this? Pathetic. Defense?
Leave her be, my lord. It's clear she has no clue what she's talking about.
Jean-Ric Lord. What? It was possible for Prince Jean-Ric Lord to have committed this murder.
Oh, I see. Wait, what?
Did she just say the prince? That attorney must have lost her marbles. Peggy was actually next in line for the throne and the prince was jealous. Oh, it could be. Anything could be.
Order, order. Prince Lord, as in the very one who was testifying earlier?
The very same, my lord.
Explain immediately, defense. And it had better be a good explanation for your sake.
The prince has a strength stat of 9. With an iron blade, he would have 18 attack. Assuming that Miss Sassenite had an axe reaver, with the +2 bonus from triangle advantage, he would have exactly enough damage to one-shot her. Exactly as I said. Let's go. Therefore, he's also a potential culprit. Moreover, he also had the opportunity to commit this crime. After Mr. Ditt had left, and while Miss Payne was busy administering aid to Mr. Lingage, he would have had ample chance to kill Miss Sassenite and then leave, with no one the wiser.
This is absurd, but I cannot deny the possibility you present.
What are you talking about, my lord? Deny it! Deny it as much as possible. We cannot allow this rookie to make a mockery of this court. All right then, with that, I should be able to... Pardon the interruption, but... Oh, crap. If I could be allowed back on the stand, my lord?
Prince Lord, of course you may.
Well, this is awkward. Dame Attorney. I mean, yes, your highness? Mr. Ditt is truly fortunate to have an attorney like you. I imagine very few lawyers would have done just as you did. Truly remarkable. I am so screwed. Thank you, your highness.
Your highness, what exactly?
My apologies, my lord. I know it's a little irregular, but I'd like to testify. Put everyone's mind at ease about my innocence. My prince, there's no need for this. It's my job to... With all due respect, prosecutor, you've already made several errors during this case. Surely you can understand that I would like to defend myself instead of leaving it to you? Of course, perfectly reasonable, your highness. Now then, everyone, allow me to put your doubts to rest. For there is a very big issue in Miss Tur's accusation of me. Reaver? What Reaver? Yeah, where did the axe Reaver go? This accusation depends on Peggy having an axe Reaver. But if you'll recall, Peggy was found with a slim lance. If that's the weapon she had when she died, I must be innocent.
That is true. Now that you mention it, I do recall Captain Cree saying that during her testimony.
I couldn't have said it better myself, your highness. I knew the defense was blowing hot air. He's right. He's completely right. But there's something about his demeanor. I was grasping before, but I think I might actually be onto something.
Well, I believe that should settle the matter. You may leave the stand, your highness.
Wait, my lord.
A defense? What is it now?
I'd like to proceed with my cross-examination.
You'd like to What? Defense, I was lenient before from sheer shock, but do you not understand what you're doing? You're accusing a prince of our country of a crime. And not just any crime, but murder at that. The consequences for a false accusation of royalty are extremely grave. Are you absolutely certain you do not wish to desist here?
I am, my lord, and I accept whatever consequences I may face. Let her proceed, my lord. I'm happy to take as much time as needed to show my innocence.
So be it. You may begin your cross-examination.
Okay. Ellawood, what the frick? Ellawood, hey! Come on! You know what? Fair. If the Chapter 1 brigand was not the killer, maybe Ellawood truly was. Maybe it was him all along. And judge equality under the law. This is a monarchy. What the frick you up to? Alright, statement 1. Axe Reaver, okay. Found with a slim lance. I must be innocent if that's the weapon she had when I died. Okay, alright. Equality? In my Ace Attorney game? I mean, no spoilers, but there have been rather high-ranking true villains in the series. Yes, because if she had one, it would become possible for you to have one-shot her with an iron blade. I will concede that this is theoretically possible, But there is a big difference between theory and reality.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, this is kind of the big sticking point. This might sound like a stupid question, but are we sure the weapon she had... Oh, are we sure the weapon she was found with was a slim lance and not an axe reaver?
You're right, Defense. That was a catastrophically stupid question.
Right. Okay, moving on then.
That's true, I suppose. If that's the case, I can't think of another way for you to have killed her, Prince. Ah, so you're finally seeing the light, Mr. Unfortunate that it took this long, but I can forgive that. If that's the case, I mean.
What?
What I'm saying is, how do we know that the slim lance was in her position when she died?
Of course we know that. If it wasn't, then why did we find it with her body?
Isn't it possible that... Oh, there's hecking options! Okay, the slim lance was the culprit's weapon. The culprit swapped the lances. Yeah, I mean, that's gotta be it, right? It was a big coincidence. I kind of want to see what the wrong answers give you. And I mean, who knows? Maybe they're gonna be right. So I'm gonna save game. Save. Okay. So, wrong answer. It was all a big coincidence. That lance just happened to be there.
No. Fudge.
That's so cute. Okay, hold on. Load game. There. Slim lance was the culprit's weapon. The slim lance was actually the culprit's weapon. We were all deceived. Ah, so you're retracting your accusations of me. What? You know, because I cannot wield lances in the slightest.
Never mind. I misspoke. You misspoke? Well, perhaps this will teach you not to misspeak again in the future.
This is Ace Attorney. The stupid answers have been right before. Nah, never an illogical answer. The stupid answers have definitely been right before, but not one that's like completely illogical. The culprit swapped the lances after the crime.
What?
The victim was holding an axe reaver when she died. Then the culprit took that lance and swapped it with a slim lance to make it appear that that was the weapon she had at the time of death.
And where would the culprit have gotten this slim lance?
Well, it was a training yard. Surely there were spare weapons available. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's weapon racks labeled on the diagram of the yard.
That actually makes quite a bit of sense.
There, it all fits together. My lord, I'd like to amend my testimony.
What for, Your Highness?
To point out a new hole in Miss Chur's theory.
I just can't catch a break, can I?
Alright. He's gonna say that, like, where did he get the axe reaver from? Or, no, wait, not like her, but like, what did he do with the axe reavers when I meant, sorry, afterwards? What? It's not hard to understand, Dame Attorney. Lances do not just disappear into thin air.
Right, but isn't it obvious you took it with you?
And what if I told you that there was a reliable witness inside that hallway to the yard? Who can confirm I did no such thing?
I really don't think he's bluffing about that. Then you hid it, inside the yard.
The knights investigated that yard very thoroughly, Defense. I heard no reports of any axe reaver being found. And if you wish to doubt their competence, you had better be able to back it up.
Right. Come on, think. Surely there had to have been a way to make it disappear, right?
Yes, it broke. He broke it. Did he break it? He can't use lances.
Frick.
Did he break it? How did he break it? He gave it to the soldier, and then the soldier broke it. Crack theory. Did he send it to the convoy? Yeah, he gave it to Merlinus. I knew it. I knew it. Did we press this already? I think I did, right? Just making sure. Not hard to understand? Okay, I did. Yeah, cool. Okay, way to make it disappear. He said it. Maybe he did send it to the convoy. You might be right, actually. Do princes have access to the convoy? He is a lord. He's definitely a lord. Do we have a dossier on him, right? Can I... No, I can't investigate it. I mean, I would need to find a way to prove that. Steel lance. Everybody has a full weapon. I was thinking maybe if like one of the weapons was used up or something, and like if all the other weapons were used up and one guy's wasn't, then maybe it would be like, oh, you didn't use this weapon despite training? Like, oh, that's weird. Yeah, maybe he did send it to the convoy. But I don't think there's any way of proving that. Let's check the evidence. Here. Give. Take. Okay, so we can check a few things. Victim dossier. Yard map. Autopsy report. I'm gonna take the soldier's thing as well, because he's the only guy who can use lances. And just see if I can do anything with this. Evidence. Let's take a look at all of this. Peggy's the victim, yeah. Outgoing, friendly. 4 vulneraries and only 1 weapon. Strange from her 2 older sisters would avoid the subject. Bracelet, okay. Evidence. Yard map. Let's take a look. This is the training yard. Alright. Oop, that was very short. Let's take a look again. Yard map. There. Training yard. Okay. And like there's the training dummies. Victim was found dead here. There are weapon racks. Oh. The weapon racks are on the way to the hallway? Oh, his witness was in the hallway. He just put it back in the weapon racks. Did he freaking do that? I think he could have done that. I think he went there, killed the thing. Killed the person. And then put the iron blade back on the weapon rack. Put the, axe reaver back on the weapon rack. Took an iron sword. And then just went back to the hallway. I think that's it. Contradiction. Yard map. I should save. I should save. Save the game. Okay, saved. Objection! Yeah! That's it! This is how you got rid of the axe reaver.
Is that the diagram of the yard?
And how exactly would a map make a lance disappear? Oh, come on. Looks like I'll have to point it out to them. It's not the diagram itself, but what's on the diagram that points to it. Look here. Yeah, press A on the spot. I will indeed. Wait, did they want me to click the weapon rank thing here? Or like the actual, I don't know. Let's try this. Did it work? Okay. That's right, this is the spot. So how would you use this oh, maybe not. So how would you use this location to get rid of a lance? I'm ever so curious. Well, maybe not if you used it in the normal way, but in a special way. A special way. Right. So special that no one, not even me, can explain it. Quite a conundrum, isn't it?
I see. While you ponder that, have an utterly mundane penalty.
Wait, my lord, please give me another chance. Okay, I'll go back. Load game. Mew. Obhecking injection. Whee. Okay. I think they want me to click the actual weapon rank place, like this. No? Oh, come on, it's the weapon rank. Why? Okay, alright, I'm saving right before this. Load game. Here. Alright. Yeah, the humor in this ROM hack has actually been really on point so far. Like, massive props for Knabepicer for writing this. This is extremely Ace Attorney humor, but all done with like a Fire Emblem setting. This is clearly done by somebody who knows both games very well, and I'm genuinely so impressed. Objection, Your Honor. The defendant is using a draconic time stone in the courtroom. Hey, okay, look, every attorney in Ace Attorney actually gets 1 magic artifact. I'm genuinely not making this up. Phoenix Wright has a magic artifact that lets him see when someone's hiding something from him. Apollo Justice has a bracelet that lets him know when someone's lying to him. And Athena Sykes has a sort of, I guess it's her own hearing, but she has like a little gadget thing called Widget that tells her what emotions people are feeling. And all of them use those in the courtroom. You can't use it as evidence, but you can use it to help you in your case. So, I would like to demand that my object be the Draconic Time Crystal. I'm freaking ready. I brought the Draconic Time Crystal and I'm ready to use it. The Time Crystal is mine. Okay, alright. Anyways, I gotta figure out what point to actually pick. That's true. Ryonosuke never got a magic artifact. Poor guy. He just has his own brains. Miles Edgeworth's artifact is cold logic, and he's also not a defense attorney, so... I don't know, I picked this spot. I picked this spot last time, right? Maybe it's like here? No, I guess not. Okay, I'll save right before this. Load. Here. Yeah. Maybe it's not the weapon ranks.
Maybe it's actually freaking the training dummies or something. Maybe I'm just wrong. I think I am wrong. I think it's gotta be the training dummies and he made somebody else use it. But he doesn't have lances, so it's gonna have to be the soldier? Okay, I'll do the training dummies. I did left track the first time. I think I'm taking it back. I think I'm gonna try dummies. Also, I save. Save. Okay, done. Yeah, maybe not. Okay. Load. Okay. I did left rack the first time. Should I do right rack? No. Wow, what is it? Load game. Is it not the weapon racks? Okay, you know what? I don't think it can be the weapon racks. I think he had to break it. I think I was right the first time. He must have given it to someone and used the dummies, right? Mage stations. Was there something in Amelia's description of the mage stations that would have used it? I'm just gonna try the weapon. Oh, it is the mage stations. Okay, I got it wrong then. What was it in the mage stations? I have to remember what Amelia said. Huh. What did Amelia say? Mage stations. Can you break a weapon in there? How the frick would you break a weapon in there? Stave stored there? A fire that destroys everything? Yeah, I mean, I guess like by Fire Emblem logic though, right? Are there staffs that break weapons? Not in FE8. There's staffs that fix weapons. Hammering is in like most of the games. There's a staff in most Fire Emblem games called Hammering that fixes weapons. I don't think I've ever remembered a staff that breaks weapons, does it? Warp, rescue, warp? Do you use a warp staff? Unlock berry. It must have been one of the things that she described and maybe not necessarily something that's in the game.
Is that the mains?
Yeah, okay. I think it is something that she described. Yeah. Miss Payne mentioned something quite interesting and helpful earlier. What? What did I say? Yeah, the other one. Miss Hilda Payne, I meant. One of the stations she mentioned was, I quote... Ah, okay, alright. I think we were supposed to interpret that as, like, the fire. Alright, valid. I think Mob was right. I did definitely just disregard that because in Fire Emblem, fire doesn't destroy lances, but valid. It would work as an incinerator. If an axe reaver is a lance, it might look like a staff. Yeah, that's also kind of valid. I was like, is he using it as the thunder rod? Like, he just kind of took out the thunder rod and, like, put that thing in there. Valid. Now, doesn't that sound like a very useful tool if you're looking to dispose of a weapon? But that's preposterous. There's no way. I know you're obligated to see this through at this point, but you must realize how ridiculous this sounds, yes? Ridiculous it may sound, but it's not completely out of the realm of possibility. My lord, we must investigate all possibilities, isn't that right?
I suppose I cannot dismiss it without further consideration. All right, defense, we will test your theory. Court magician, send someone to test the flame at the training yard.
Actually, that won't be necessary. I happen to know for reasons that the eternal flame at the mage stations is in fact capable of destroying even large slabs of iron and steel. Just knowledge I happen to pick up. That's me. I'm headcanoning that I am the mage. Like, I've just been chucking things into the incinerator the whole time. I love this guy. He's my friend. I'm both curious and afraid to know.
I suppose that's fine then. So...
Impossible. Absolutely impossible.
Well. Looks like my theory holds water after all.
It appears so.
Okay, what's he up to now?
I have to admit, I was curious how you'd try to proceed with accusing me, when it's so apparent you've been making this up as you go. And I must say, you've really exceeded my expectations. Truly, truly remarkable, Dame Attorney.
Your Highness?
Starting to feel the heat, Your Highness? I apologize again, my lord. I've allowed the defense to run a little wild, while the truth is, her theory was founded on false grounds to begin with.
What are you talking about?
I was hoping the prosecution would have mentioned this by now, but I suppose it's up to me to explain. You see, just a little off. Your theory is built on my using an iron blade. However, I had no access to such a weapon. The weapon racks at the yard only have regular slims, irons, and steels. And I didn't bring one either.
Lord Archie Sage was in the hallway watching everyone arrive. Ask him. As such, the most damage I could do is exactly one short of a one-shot. Which is true. Yeah, an iron blade would not do, or an iron sword would not do enough. Neither would a steel sword, I believe. They said slims, steels, etc., right? I'm gonna go take a look at steel. I think it is 8 might, right? And the iron blade has 9, which is what makes it valid. Yep, steel is 8, and with D rank, he cannot wield anything higher than that.
All right, I'm convinced now. He must have done it. But how? What? Is that true, prosecution?
Even with a crit, he couldn't have gotten a crit because the victim had 15 luck. So he actually just did not have enough crit to even try killing. Poor guy. Even with the friend bonus. Oh, is that actually going to come into play here? Holy shit, it might be. Marionette might be right. I'm looking up dark friend bonus. Hold on. Wait, was it dark for him or was it dark for... Was she fire? I think it was dark for him, right? Like Vanessa was a dark... Oh, no, I don't remember. Okay, friend bonus. Friend bonus, and... Because friend bonus +3 would definitely not have happened. But friend bonus +1 could work. Oh, I think you're right. Was she fire? Friend bonus... FE8. Support bonus is the correct term. Okay, FE8 supports... Okay. Serene's Force supports calculation. Perfect. Okay. Character can only have a max of 5 levels of support at once. Yeah, whatever. We know that he had a B support with herself, with Peggy. So... Here. To get the full bonus, you must add up the bonuses for both affinities and multiply them by the level of support. Okay. So... It was dark and fire then? Was it dark and fire? Was that correct? Ooh, but dark doesn't give you attack. But you double them by the level of support, don't you? Oh, get wrecked. Yeah. If she was fire, then that's it. Sorry, I should be keeping my mouth shut. No, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I won't, like, penalize you for... I do appreciate figuring it out on my own, but it's also fine for people to, like, you know, give some things. yeah, and the thing is, Marionette, you're not the first person to bring up the support bonus. I did mention the support bonus earlier, so it's not like a super spoiler or anything. Yeah, either way, it's totally fine. Yeah, I think Hobbit mentioned the support bonus. This is true. Someone definitely brought up the support bonus because I went and checked what supports they had, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that factored in. And then, like, obviously, I didn't think about it again until now. That's so cool. That's really good. I think that's it. I think it's fire. If it is fire, that is. Actually, it could be fire. It could be wind. Could be light or anima. But I think her type was fire. Maybe we'll find out. Either way, you do add both of them. So if at least one of them was fire, they would have definitely had attack +1. Oh, using your friendship to kill your friend. Oh, that's terrible. If you mean the weapons at the yard, the prince's description is accurate. There really was no iron blade available. Which I was definitely getting around to mentioning. Of course you were. And there's no way he'd mention the Archsage if he wasn't actually there. He'd have to be suicidal if he was lying about that.
Out of interest, why exactly was the Archsage there?
We only asked him if he saw the accused entering the yard, and he confirmed it. We didn't wish to bother him further by calling him as a witness for a little trifle like that. The Archsage is quite eccentric. He's often prone to loitering in areas for hours on end, just observing people go by. I believe he was there that whole morning, in fact. But of course, he didn't actually enter the yard. Otherwise, he certainly would have been first in the list.
He can just hang out instead of doing his job? Whenever he wants? Perk of being a respected magical super genius, I guess.
If that's all been cleared up, I'd like to begin my cross-examination now. I'd expect nothing less from the stubborn mule you've turned out to be, Defense.
He's not even trying to keep the mask from slipping at this point, is he?
Okay, we got him. We've got him on the ropes. Your theory is built on me using an iron blade. No access to such a weapon. Weapon rack, so he had these. Didn't bring one either. Lord was in the hallway. Ask him. Most damage I could do is exactly one short of a one-shot. Or was it? Or hecking was it? With a steel sword, you mean? I assume so, since you require me to land a one-shot. The next strongest sword available to me, after the 9-might iron blade, is the 8-might steel sword. Or, I suppose, an armor slayer. But I had no access to one of those either.
It's still pretty close to a one-shot, though. Pretty close won't suffice here, Defense. Either come up with a different explanation or concede.
Do I really have to go back to the drawing board here? Is there no way for it to work with a steel sword?
Just 1 point off. Ah.
Oh, it's gotta be, but how do we present it? How do we present it? Let's press some other things. Maybe he'll give some other information? Well, maybe you concealed it from him.
And how exactly would I have done that? An iron blade is no pocketable dagger. Moreover, the Archsage has exceptionally keen perception. I really doubt he would have missed something like that.
Oh, what if someone else...
Bought it for me? He would have seen that too. Again, feel free to ask him.
What if the Archsage himself was an accomplice? No, that's insane given what everyone knows about him. And furthermore, I have no proof. I'm already on thin ice here. Was there really no way to get it past him? But how do we know that's true?
My god, are you truly incapable of letting people finish their statements, or is this some idiotic tactic?
I didn't expect to see Ellawood's angry face there. Oh my gosh. If it was an intentional tactic, it seems to be working.
Now, if you'll allow me to actually finish... Okay, valid.
Just to be clear, by regular, you mean...
Only iron swords, no iron blades.
Right, fine, but why is that anyways?
What do you mean?
Why only those weapons?
It's a training yard, not an armory. Why would there need to be more than a basic selection?
Alright, I guess that makes sense. Please continue. Is that really true? I know the kingdom isn't quite as prosperous as it was a few years ago, but surely times aren't that hard that a prince can't afford such a weapon?
That is not quite what I meant. I assure you, price is far from the issue here.
Indeed, the defense will refrain from impugning the kingdom's finances.
Oh, I see. My apologies, Your Highness. Worth it.
She totally just took a shot at him. Poor guy.
Strictly speaking, that's not true. It just needs to be a sword strong enough for you to one-shot Miss Sasnite while she has an axe reaver.
So at least 9 might, yes?
Yes, since you need 20 damage and you have 9 strength, and you would get +2 from triangle advantage.
And it also needs to be a sword that I'm actually capable of wielding?
Right, not a lot of options among only D and E rank swords.
Of which only an iron blade meets all the requirements for your theory.
Right.
So you agree then? Glad we have that settled.
Okay. So she's not gonna give any more info. I think it's gonna be this one then.
It's gonna be the one at the end.
As such, the most damage I could do is exactly 1 short of a one-shot. But if it was really the support bonuses, then how can we present that? Maybe if I pull up the victim dossier again? I don't know if it... well, okay, hold on. What if I, like, literally go inspect the units? Would that give me anything? Yeah, she does have a fire-type bond with Jeanric. Yeah. As in, like, Jeanric himself is a fire type, but that gives him +1 attack when he bonds someone at B level. This is enough. How do I present it? Present... Maybe... I'm gonna put the Saul back. Maybe I present... Ooh, whoops. I did not mean to do that. I'm gonna put the Saul back. There we go. And maybe we present the Jeanric thing to him? Would that help? Or if I present the... I'll keep the victim dossier. I'll take Valerie's point. And then let's go ahead and save. Oh, you're right! The dossier mentioned she's friendly with everyone. Ooh, I do like that. That's a good way of presenting it. I appreciate. Let's try it. It's gotta be it, right? No. Damn it. Unfortunate. That was a good try, though. Oh, I feel like that has to be it, but how? Okay, load game. Whee! I'm gonna try presenting the actual, like, victim thing, maybe? Just that way? Here. Take that? Nope. Damn it! Okay, how am I supposed to present it? Was there anything else in the evidence record? Can I go here? Can't check the guy, can I? No. Maybe the analyze will tell me how to present it, actually. Ah, damn, I wasn't expecting him to have something like this up his sleeve. This completely craters my theory. Although, now that I think about it, why didn't he start with this instead of fussing about with where the Axe Reaver could have gone? It's almost as though he didn't want to make this argument. But where could there be a hole? Was it possible for him to sneak an iron blade past the Archsage? Or was there some other way he could have acquired one, or... was there some way for him to do enough damage with the steel? Okay, so it is with the steel. Ah, oh, you know what it is. How to present. How to present. I'm checking the record. Maybe there's something I'm missing. We'll try just... I'm gonna give the yard map back. We never lose the badge. Never. Bracelet? Oh, bracelet, because like friendship bracelet. Maybe that's what that's for. You do sometimes do that. Damn it. Come on, that was a good idea. Okay, alright, going back. How do I prove that they have a bond? Other than checking their menus. I mean, checking the menus is definitely the way. How? Can I press them? I cannot press them. Have I tried presenting his own profile to him? Yeah, okay. It had to be... that makes sense, actually, in retrospect. It had to be his own profile, because he's the one with the fire-type element. Because he's a fire-type element, if he makes friends with anyone and gets them to be support, then he gets +1 attack. With Dark, she doesn't do that, I believe. Yeah. With Dark, she doesn't do that. Okay, that makes sense. That's good. You really had the wool pulled over our eyes, Your Highness. But in the end, the answer was in plain sight.
I'm afraid you've lost me again, Defense. What exactly are you referring to?
Just one glance at Miss Sasnight and Prince Lord's stat screens. Stat screens are real. Should show it, my lord.
And where exactly should we be looking?
The answer is on... oh, I don't know what page it's on. I don't freaking know what page it's on. I never pay attention to the page numbers. I'm going back. You know what? Actually, I'm going to type in the wrong thing and see what happens. And then I'll have to go back. 3, right? Because, like, it's the final one, usually. I feel like it goes, like, weapons, stats... no, wait. Maybe stats, weapons, and then bonds? I'm thinking page 3. Yeah, okay, I was right. Shit, I wanted to look at one of the wrong answers, but I didn't. Whoops. Page 3, of course. One need only take a look at their supports. Their supports? As you can see, the Prince and Miss Sasnight have a B-rank support. Because we're close friends, so I would never harm her. I could say the same of Mr. Dit, but I digress. With the Prince's fire affinity, that grants exactly 1 additional point of damage if they fought near each other, including if they themselves were the ones fighting.
Wait, so...
it means that there was no need for an iron blade. The Prince could have used a seal sword from the racks to do the job. No. This is all made up. I would never do something like this. Don't listen to a word of this nonsense. Nonsense, you say? Let me go over the events of that morning, and we'll see if it still sounds like nonsense. First, Miss Sasnight arrived, bringing an Axe Reaver with her. Perhaps she was planning on using it to dominate the spar with Mr. Dit? Next, Mr. Dit, Miss Payne, and Prince Lord arrived. While awaiting his partner, the Prince saw Mr. Dit and Miss Sasnight sparring in a lonely corner, and saw her take a nasty hit. I imagine this is when a plan began to form in the Prince's mind. His partner arrived and they dueled, with the Prince winning decisively. Seeing Mr. Dit leaving, he defeated Mr. Lingage badly, and asked Miss Payne to take care of him, thus eliminating potential witnesses for what he would do next. He found Miss Sasnight still in that isolated corner, and he struck her dead in a single blow. But he wasn't done yet. Knowing that the Axe Reaver in her hands would point to his guilt, he took the Axe Reaver to the mage stations, which were now unattended, and destroyed the lance in the flames. I imagine Miss Payne and Mr. Lingage didn't notice this because they were too busy with, respectively, trying to heal and trying to resist being healed. He then put his steel sword back onto the rack, took a slim lance and placed it on the body, and then simply left. You. Well, Your Highness, did I miss anything? You impudent. You really think you've won, don't you? I can see you preening. What rubbish.
Your Highness?
Don't mind me, my lord. I'm just in awe of the sheer stupidity of the defense.
Stupidity? I've outlined a perfectly coherent theory that meshes with all the facts.
But there's the rub. It's a theory. A very nice theory, I will admit. But that's all it is, a theory.
What are you saying, Prince Lord?
You still don't understand? Fine, I'll explain it so clearly that even the brainless defense attorney will get it. The last stand. You cannot prove that a sword was the murder weapon and not an axe. You cannot prove that Peggy brought an axe reaver with her. You cannot prove that I swapped the lances after she died. You cannot prove that I destroyed the axe reaver, and you simply cannot prove that Peggy didn't die before Ben left. In short, you have absolutely no case against me.
I see, indeed. There isn't anything that substantiates this theory as such, is there?
You get it now, don't you, Miss Tur? You can spin fantastical theories all you like, but it doesn't matter if you can't back it up in the slightest. Did you really think you'd be able to get away with accusing me? Prince Jean-Ric Rapier Lord? Generic Rapier Lord. On such a flimsy basis.
But wait! Isn't this at least enough to place doubt on Mr. Ditt's guilt? Please, among other things, your theory relies on a lance that hasn't even been proven to exist. Moreover, you would still need to cast guilt upon the prince for Mr. Ditt's innocence to be considered in this court. Unless you have another suspect in mind, one with a less convoluted plan.
I'm afraid she's right, defense. This is something of a stretch compared to the version of events where Mr. Ditt committed the murder.
Are you kidding me?
Now I think I've been quite cooperative with this court. Quite patient. But my patience has its limits. I will not stand here and listen to that joke of an attorney throw baseless accusations at me all day. I would like to leave now.
Of course, Your Highness. The court dismiss...
Yeah!
What is it now, defense?
Please, my lord, give me a chance. Give me one chance to substantiate my case. That's all I ask.
My lord, surely you won't. You have no right to keep me here. As a prince of Benet...
Please be silent, Your Highness. While I understand your anger, in this court you are under my authority. For no one, not even the king, is above our laws. In recognition of the feats you have accomplished during this trial, I will grant you your chance, defense.
Yes!
But you will only receive one chance. If you cannot find an issue with this testimony, cannot prove your theory, then I will allow Prince Lord to leave, and I will hand down my verdict. And you will face whatever consequences you will for making an unfounded accusation against royalty. Do you understand, defense?
I do, my lord.
Very well. Then begin your cross-examination.
It all comes down to this, then. Either I prove my case right here, right now, or it's all over. No need to sweat. Let's do this.
Ooh, okay, I think it's the last one. Hold on. Because I remember, or not like the exact last one, but the last point he made. You can't prove that Peggy didn't die before Ben left. But can we? I feel like this is the one that we maybe have the most sticking room with. I'd save if I were you. I would too. It's a good point. Hecking forgot. Save. Let's go here, maybe? Here. Okay, record. Which is to say record. Dossier. Here. Here. Let's take a look at the autopsy again. And another at the time of death. Yard record. There we go. His portrait changed? Oh, you mean the angry Yellowwood? Yeah. I was like, oh shit, I didn't expect to see angry Yellowwood here. Oh my gosh. Evidence. Yard record. Doesn't say when they left. Unfortunate. When did he leave? Let's go press that statement. Or, I mean, let's press them all.
Is there nothing we can glean from the shape of the wound? If there was, don't you think it would have come up by now? All we can tell is that it was a slash. As Captain Kree said, the wound itself can't tell us if it was a sword, axe, lance, or even wind magic. Alright. Is there some other way to prove this type of weapon, though?
Okay. Type of weapon? Might be a way.
Well, what if we checked if she had purchased an axe reaver recently?
And how exactly? Asked at every single armory at the capital? And even if you did, all you'd prove is that she had an axe reaver, not that she brought it with her to the training. I won't allow any tricks here, Defense.
Is there some other way to prove she had one with her? Okay, wait, what if the Archsage saw her enter with an axe reaver? Can we freaking... Can we ask the Archsage? Is that like an evidence thing? Record... Take... I'm gonna try that, actually. Yeah, I think that could be it. Right, hold on. Here, file, save, same spot. Save, okay. I think that could be it. Come on, give me the thing. Okay, present. Here. You're right, Your Highness. I can't prove that at all. Specifically, I can't prove it.
What are you getting at?
It's simple. I propose we call Lord Archie Sage to the stand and ask him whether or not he saw Miss Sasnite bringing an axe reaver to the training yard.
What? Lord Archie Sage?
Don't you remember what the good prince told us, my lord? The Archsage often stands in a spot and watches people go by for hours. If he was there that morning and saw Prince Lord walk in and out with empty hands, it's extremely likely that he also would have seen Miss Sasnite.
Wait, no, I mean, wouldn't we already know if he did? The knights already interviewed him, didn't they?
If I recall what Prosecutor Payne said correctly, they merely asked if he saw Mr. Ditt enter, which he did see. I doubt they would have known to ask about what weapon the victim had at that time.
My lord, please don't be fooled. We can't bother the Archsage over a trivial matter like this. You know what his temperament is like.
A trivial matter? A man's life hangs in the balance. My lord, please. We can resolve this right here and now with the Archsage's help.
I did promise you a chance, Miss Tur, and your request is reasonable. Court Magician, send for the Archsage at once.
It's Pent!
Now what's all this business about?
No need to formally swear in the witness defense. Just ask your question.
Right. Lord Archsage, yesterday morning, did you see Peggy Sasnite entering the training yard?
Why, I did indeed. Yes, quite a shame what happened to that poor girl. Quite a shame.
All right, moment of truth. Did you happen to see if she had any weapons with her? Or what kind?
As a matter of fact, I did. She was carrying an axe reaver. I even spoke to her a moment. That girl said that the lance would give someone the surprise of a lifetime. Youth. But really, what is all this about?
Oh, let's go! Well, I believe that definitely answers that, doesn't it?
No, lies. You still haven't proven anything.
He still hasn't given up?
Maybe she did bring an axe reaver, but before the spar, she swapped it out for a slim lance. Yes, that must be it.
She obviously brought the axe reaver to surprise my client in the spar, as the Archsage said. Also, if that's what happened, then where's the axe reaver? Mr. Ditt would have no reason to destroy it in that scenario.
Wait, that's right, the brigand! He still could have done it.
I think you might need to check your math again, Prince. With my client using a steel axe, he could not possibly have one-shot Miss Sasnite if she had the reaver. And don't bother with their support, it doesn't grant additional damage. Correct, yeah, this is actually a thing. Because, like, they have dark. I actually forgot what the other guy's type is, but it's not fire.
Then he could have used a devil axe.
An axe that the Archsage would have seen him bring. Shall we ask him?
Maybe... no.
Was it ice? Okay. Yep, ice does not give you +1 attack. In fact, if I am reading this correctly, I think only ice, dark, and thunder don't give you +1 attack. They are actually specifically made to be the combinations, except for, you know, the other one, but they're 2 out of the 3 possible options that do not give you +1 attack.
You cannot do this to me. I am your prince. Surely you all don't believe that I actually did it, do you?
It's over, Your Highness. With this, it has been proven that the only person who could have murdered Peggy Sasnite is you, Prince John Rick Lord. I'm not gonna shout too loudly. I bet my roommate's already pretty angry.
That girl. What is she doing always hanging around that low-life scum? She can't really be thinking of... No, she's mine. Does she not understand that? I'll just have to teach her when the opportunity presents itself.
Oh, that's dark. She's a Pegasus Knight and he's a generic lord. Oh shit, oh no. I didn't mean to kill her. I loved her, really, I did. But that morning... Oh, of course it's Elowood. Oh no. Rip. Rip in the chat. I mean, spoilers for a game from like 2003, but Elowood does kill his wife in his canon. God damn. I saw her once again getting closer to that piece of trash, and I knew I had to correct her behavior. I was so angry I beat Kale badly in our duel, and then I went to talk to her. But she wouldn't understand. We argued, and then... suddenly she lay there, dead. Oh god, it is Elowood. Yeah, it is Elowood. I panicked a bit. I could have been caught at any moment. I thought of pinning it on that bandit, and since it was all his fault anyway. So while Hilda was still trying to heal Kale, I took the opportunity to cover up my crime and make it look like Ben did it. Oh, his name is Ben Dit because it's Ben Did It. Ah, okay, that took me ages. And then I left.
How is His Highness doing?
He's waiting in the lobby outside, my lord. We haven't quite drawn up the arrest papers yet, due to the circumstances.
Perfectly understandable. I'm still aghast at how this could have happened. It truly is a dark day for our kingdom.
Maybe our kingdom is entering the dark age of the law.
But even in dark days, we must continue with our duties. And my duty here is to conclude this trial. But first, you have done a great service to Benevolia. Attorney Tur. Very few would have had the courage to fight as you did. And though this truth is painful, it is only with the truth that we can proceed to a brighter future.
How could this happen? Me, the great Philda Payne, defeated by an upstart? I actually did it? Oh my god, I did it! I can't believe it!
Well, this trial has gone on long enough. On the charge of murder, this court finds the accused, Ben Dit, not guilty.
Yay! No, I made up the part about the dark age of the law. I put that in there. That's on me. Let it be known. Let the court be... Let it be accepted to the court notes or whatever they say in courts. I put that bit in there.
Court is adjourned.
Good lord, Miss Lawyer. Miss Ava, I mean. Yes, Philda Payne is for Field of Pain, yeah. It's actually tradition, Ace Attorney tradition for all the first case, every first case prosecutor has the last name Payne. They're all from like the Payne family, and they're all puns based on Payne, like Winston Payne. Gaspin Payne, I believe, is another one. Ouchie is the one from the Japanese version, from Great Ace Attorney. Ben, congratulations! Why are you congratulating me? You're the one that did all the hard work. That was one hell of a trial. Yeah, it sure was. I can't thank you enough for all you did, really. Going up against royalty like that just to save little old me. You're one of the bravest people I've ever met. I really appreciate it. It was nothing. I know that ain't true, but fine. Man, though, I never thought I'd see a prince get arrested. At my own trial at that. Gonna be a real humdinger of a story to tell. Yeah, I imagine this is going to shake the kingdom to its roots. I'm kinda nervous now about getting a prince arrested for murder. I doubt that'll win me many friends. That prince ain't got no one to blame but himself for what he did. It might not win you friends in some circles, but in others, I reckon you'll be hailed as a hero. Maybe. Something for later, though. It really is over, isn't it? Don't get me wrong, I'm happy and all that, but there's an emptiness. Sure, that prince is probably gonna face some punishment, even if he ain't gonna be hanged. But none of that changes the fact that Peggy's gone. Gone forever. I've lost folks before, just to be clear, but there wasn't no one like her in this world. It's a damn shame. What do I even say here? Actually, maybe I shouldn't say anything. Oh yes! Oh my gosh! So at the end of a few Ace Attorney cases, you always present something that was part of the evidence to the defendant as sort of like an emotional point, and it's going to be the friendship bracelet, of course. Maybe I should show him something, and that'll help convey what I held to express. Yep. Maybe we should. That's so cute. I'm kind of tempted to give the badge. I should save. I should hecking save. Why, you may ask? Purely because. I'm gonna try the badge first.
What's this supposed to be?
Sorry, never mind.
Well, let's not sit around here like some sad sacks. Let's go celebrate my freedom after your first win. Come on, drinks are on me.
All right, all right. Oh, okay, wait. So it doesn't give you... So there's like a bad ending. I mean, not really, but you know. Okay, load game. Bracelet?
That's...
I think you should have this back. You're right. Peggy's gone. All that's left is the traces she left in this world. And in the people she knew, like you. I like to think if someone's still remembered, still a part of us, then they aren't entirely gone, you know? This bracelet is proof that Peggy Sauce-Knight existed and was loved. You yourself said it was a reminder, right?
You really are pretty smart, ain't you, Miss Ava? Yeah, I'll take it back. This baby ain't never leaving my wrist again. Well, let's not sit around here any longer. Let's go celebrate my freedom and your first win. Come on, drinks are on me.
All right, all right. And that's how my first court case ended. Never in my wildest dreams would I have expected things to turn out like that. But little did I know that the explosive events of that day would only be a prelude to what was to come. Ace Attorney, Avatar. Yay! That was really good. That was genuinely very, very good. I think like Knabepicer did a great job. Like plus 15,000 points for making an amazing crossover between two series that I did not expect to be crossed over like at any point. That was super awesome. As a huge fan of both Ace Attorney and Fire Emblem, they genuinely did such a good job. I could see all the traces of Fire Emblem throughout this game, and like I've played every Ace Attorney game, I've played most Fire Emblem games. I can't believe that was amazing. This isn't a one-off case, it's a full game. So it's a one-off case so far. If I remember properly, let me read their Reddit post. Knabepicer made this hack for a one-chapter hacking contest over on FE Universe, which is called Supremely Intellectual Games Utilizing Real Design, abbreviated to SIGURD. And they aim to bring together two of their favorite game series. Yeah, it's really, really good. Oh, hey. Hello. We've got a creator in the midst. Please do check out the VOD. I had such a fun experience with this. It was completely amazing. I have no idea how you pulled this off, but I love it so much. I've been praising it the whole way through. You did a great job. Yeah, everybody, like, kudos to Blimpfruit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me the experience of playing this. I'm a huge fan of both series, as I was saying before. I don't know if you caught that bit, but yeah, I freaking love Ace Attorney so much. I've played every game, though to be fair, I think the last time I played Ace Attorney was like 9 years ago or something, so it's been a while. Oh gosh, working on original sprites for the characters. Ooh, there'll be an update. Oh, looking forward to it. What do you mean, Prince Elowood isn't the murderer? I gotta say, your choice of Elowood as the murderer made sense for multiple reasons. I talked about it in the bot. Yeah, if there's an update or a new case, I'd be happy to play it. I genuinely enjoyed this so much. I don't usually play mystery games on stream, but don't get me wrong, folks. That's only because I already played every Ace Attorney game. If I got a new one, I don't know. There'll be an update. Hopefully not to the autopsy report. Ah, shit, you're right. All right, I'm going to go ahead and save this just in case. Just in case. All right, here we go. And I think that's going to be the end of stream for today. I was so wrapped up in the story of this that I went way longer than I normally would. So let's go raid somebody. Who are we raiding today? Looks like Mesa's playing the 100-line Last Defense Academy, which is also kind of a crossover between a tactics game and an Ace Attorney game, though in a completely different direction. So let's go raid them. Would you consider Ghost Trick? I've also already played Ghost Trick. I'm so sorry. I streamed Ghost Trick for 2 sessions, actually, in the olden days. And then I got really... I got impatient and I played it like on my own. And I finished it. Yes, Ghost Trick is made by the Ace Attorney people. Zero Escape is another game I would highly recommend if anyone's into Ace Attorney. I would recommend this specific ROM hack to literally anyone who's played Ace Attorney before or Fire Emblem. It's so good. It's freaking amazing. Yeah, it was super fun to see this get puzzled out by myself and by Chad. Thank you to Chad for contributing and for not spoiling things for me when I asked. I really appreciate it. I think little hints in chat did give us some of the answers, and that's totally fine. This is a collaborative experience. Hacking Ace Attorney, but Serenoa style. Let's go ahead and do a quick raid to Mesa. And yeah, last but not least, if you haven't checked out the Discord, come join us over there. We've finished the poll for next tactics game I'll be playing XCOM 2.
Hecking terrible. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, can see the work I have on the pro tag if you want to copy that into Discord. Oh, okay. Wait, how do I do that? I don't actually know. Can I just do... Whoa. What? Heh. Ha. Okay, I'm gonna start the raid. There. Yeah, I was thinking it must be like Luna or something, and like somebody gave him like an extra crit or something somehow, and then we did Wind Mage, but then I was like, oh, Wind Magic doesn't exist in this game. Nosferatu would drain enough. Oh, I see. Yeah, the thing is though that she always carries 4 vulneraries, right? So I think actually maybe, but she had 4 vulneraries, so she didn't use any of them. Is there some way to like indicate to the viewer that one of the vulneraries was used? Because that is sort of relevant to the case in that she was at full HP. We don't necessarily know that. Also, yeah, how do I copy this? Oh, nice. That's cute. I love this. It's adorable. Yeah, feel free to, Blimfruit, if you want to join my Discord and promo on there, please feel free. Come join us. Come hang out with us. !Discord for a link to that. And lastly, thanks everybody for the support. As usual, I really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow playing Metroid Prime on our non-tactics days. And Sunday, I'll be starting XCOM 2. Welcome to the meat grinder, but not today. We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.